live. My mic is up, right? Yes. We're livening. We're enlivened. The lived. I'll go easy on my gum. I'll probably ditch it soon. Hello, chat. Welcome to another exciting episode of Final Fantasy XIV. I apologize if I do not sound very excited myself. I am sick. But I fucking love Final Fantasy XIV. And it's been 30 seconds, so I can say that. So we're here. But hopefully, I'm feeling a little bit better after some soup and stuff. But hopefully, I will not have to step away suddenly. But if I do have to step away suddenly, I apologize. Like I said, I'm a little sick. But we're going to get into it. Let me do my scene transition. It'll rotate around in for the queue in a second. There it is. I was very shocked. 32. Busy night. But yes, you can see indeedy that I am level 69 Dragoon. Nice. You did not hear me quite right. I said I love, not I'm love. That dad joke doesn't quite work. But still, I appreciate people being here to hear them. But yes, so we're gonna do Final Fantasy XIV stuff. Not sure exactly how long and how far I'll go at this current rate, but we'll see. What's up? I'm a little feverish running right now. But we'll probably be hitting up, Sorry, that was the burp. Probably be hitting up more of our bridge quests, keep going through main scenario after Heavensward credit roll to get more credits rolled. But you will notice once I start clearing off these notifications, I do have an awful lot of these Dungerinos, these Dudos, these Doodaloos I've unlocked. And if either the people watching stream or the boys in the VC who I'm about to join are around, we might also scrap some of those, assuming I'm not too brain blasted. Let me in, Discord. Let me in.
Studiomega.
There I am. Hi.
Hello.
Caesar's offering me a minion, but currently I'm staring at him because he's wearing the same hat as me now.
We must fight. Okay.
He actually wears it well. He's got a good outfit for it.
Get that stuff off my screen. Okay. What even is... There we go. This war of ours. I'm picking up quite so many things. I'm starting to lose track. Maybe I will also do some... I could also do some Hildebrand that could raise my mood. I don't even know if I've done all the... I think I haven't done all the Hildebrand quests from AAR, technically. I'm not to the next phase.
No,
You have not.
Yeah, there's a lot of them, so I'm like, I think I'm still a little behind. I do need to catch up sometime. But
There's
first I'm gonna...
a trial you have not unlocked.
Hey! Well, the last Hildebrand trial was pretty rad, because it was Battle of the Big Bridge. Yeah, Axe is like, you're not even halfway. I'm like, okay, alright, I need to get into that sometime.
Oh, Axe, it's funny hearing Axe say that. He's like, oh man, I'm like a third of the way through Endwalker. I'm like, no, you're not.
I'm sure he's looking at the quest level, and he's like, oh, I'm like, 30... I'm 83. We're like 33% of the way there. And you're like, no.
No, he's 85, and I'm like, you're not. You're not close.
Okay, where the fuck am I going?
Alright, I am here, and I am like 30% more Borger than I was before. It's a heavy feeling.
Now listen there.
Orga.
Also, you missed it. Apparently, my fashion has been appropriated.
By who?
Caesar showed up wearing the same hat.
It's forgotten
It's good.
right?
It's a good hat. If you look at his outfit, it's actually good.
Now, Caesar's gone to Studiomega, I think.
Yeah, no. At first I thought he was a gunbreaker.
We're in Yishkar now.
Oh, it's the man who's 25% of the way through it.
Don't overblow it. You'll give me anxiety.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm not. I'll give you anxiety. I don't give a fuck.
Also, why did that have the same energy as "Don't Bully Me Up"?
What the fuck, man?
Look, I can't help the internet.
It's still blowing.
Okay, hold on.
See you again, my
We-
I
friend.
know I just
I
said
take it
something
you
Loth
received
wants to
our
react to, but
invitation.
also I am streaming and I do have to respond to this thing I've just seen where Aymeric is sitting at his desk looking at a paper. I come in. The way it was animated, it looked like he just threw the paper away when I showed up. He was like, oh, hold on, the Warrior of Light's here. Let me get this shit out of my way.
I was like,
Again-
nothing on this paper is more important than whatever the fucking Warrior of Light has to fucking say.
Even my
I'm different
closing
than
stab
you.
wounds.
That's how Aymeric is.
You of all people should be present.
Well, Aymeric already is canonically not giving a fuck about his stab wounds as we did, the solo duty with the Vault 2 when he was like freshly after being stabbed. He crawled out of his
Right, yeah.
hospital bed, put on his armor. Actually, no, he never took off his armor in the hospital bed. Let's be real. But he crawled out of his bed and was like, "What's that? There's a hospital situation at the church. Sign me the fuck up.
A
Shouldn't you be in
hospital
bed?
Situation.
No,
Like I urge you
I'm
to
gonna
leave it for that.
1v1 this man."
And then
did.
and then you viciously murdered a guy who deserves it. Very
Yes,
much.
and then that priest was on screen attempting to kill a child, and then he left the screen, and he was never seen again. Oh, thank you for your super
I
chat.
feel like
Trey.
it'd be too much of a pain to animate brutally murdering him.
No, he just got
It's-
fucking black bagged, you know?
Listen,
best
you
if you
can
leave
you
it up
can
to
do a lot with
imagination.
machinima. You can use the Hitchcock technique.
When the true brothers of the faith seized
No,
control
what we
of the
did is we
vault,
grabbed the paint
feared the
tool,
worst.
cropped him out, and then just hit delete.
And just circled him with a magic lasso and just used the erase tool on him.
I'm amazed
Yeah.
no one so he gave him to the Inquisitors.
He was just like,
you know what? It would be. It's probably too meta, but it would be hilarious if some tells and mechanics showed up in cutscenes. Like that guy pushes that child, and just the tank buster appears over him with the sound, and you're just like, oh no, oh no.
Fucking stack mechanic on the child as it's falling.
Yet in adversity
Son
they
of
were
a
blessed with
kid!
the promise of peace.
Well, the
between
priest shouldn't have
man
used
and
fucking
dragon
provoke then.
through Vidofnir's
That's how you
timely
get the
rescue of an
aggro.
innocent
Everyone
child.
knows this.
Timely,
So quickly,
I
we
say.
need a Hulk game the
Oh,
child.
Miraculous or
It
providential.
can't move.
might better
Thank you, Vidolfia,
describe the
for
event.
stacking.
The gods themselves could not have devised a more fitting symbol of
Dragon
hope.
Mom, Dragon Mom is good, Mom.
I needed to laugh after crying horribly today.
Is it
Gotta
for
be
Nikkei reasons?
It was that, but also being called heartless.
Well, you said something heartless, my dude.
Yeah.
But where's your nobody?
Don't you?
You know, I wish to find them. I'd like a friend.
Axe also already has an X in his name, so that's when we get into the real fucked up shit about nobodies.
And this is. But I use,
Oh,
I
that
was
means
like,
Axe's actual name is just
I was gonna say like either my username has an X in it, even my real name has an X in it as well. It just.
Well,
probably
yeah,
like
I just phrase it as your
Right,
name
if
has
you
an
don't
X.
Count my middle name. If you don't count my middle name, I legitimately only like 7 letters in my name.
Needless to
I mean,
say,
it happens sometimes. There's a
could
lot of
scarce
common
let such an
vowels.
opportunity
My name
pass
is so
us by.
small, I can't use it
Which
for
is
any
why
like
I
official
set about making formal
usernames on like
arrangements
Okay.
actual like
for a peace
documentation.
conference
If you want to
between
talk
our
about names, you
peoples.
can't put an X in. I'll put in my real name into the crow's nest. Don't say it out loud. But just imagine trying to put an X after jumbling that around.
It's not.
Oh,
gonna
I'm
sound-
sure
can figure
Nomura
something
would come
out.
up with some fucking
I
shit.
can
mean,
probably do it.
I actually think there are a couple of
I mean,
the Org 13 who have similar names.
I
Also,
think
Axe is
I'm
complaining
thinking
about
of
his
what
name
team-
being too short. As a person with a legal long ass first name, Lucky knows. I for literally forever, I myself and almost everybody in my family have shortened it because I have a short version. Thankfully.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah, Lucky's got
honestly,
that Nomura energy.
sounds like an actual character. It actually sounds like I
He-
That does like I don't remember.
Lucky, why didn't you tell me you worked in the writing
You
room
and
for
yours have
Kingdom
done more
Hearts?
to bring us together than
What you
any-
don't see
and it
is
only
Lucky's
right
confidence
that
in
you
this.
attend.
Yeah, I know. I'm about to say it's like there's a reason why I can't do a face reveal. I can't take off this fucking cloak no matter what I fucking do.
But
But
usually
I
you do
confess
for
that
like
is
your
not
big
the
power
only
up
reason I would be
No,
glad
you
to
just
have
pull off the hood.
Oh.
Right,
given
yes, and then you pull on the
Nidhogg's
sleeve sometimes.
implacable opposition
Yes.
I
to
apologize,
peace.
by the way, for
It is
coughing. They're
possible
making me
that
laugh.
he and his
I'm
followers may
ill.
attempt to disrupt
It's okay.
proceedings.
Caesar and I had to find
In
the
which
laws of
event,
physics in front of the
Your
house.
presence would be a comfort to all in
What are
attendance.
physics? Are those tasty?
We look like fucking.
Pray understand, I have
fucking
no
Street Game
wish to
Power
invite
Rangers
the
with our
war's
hats
ire.
and color-coded
But if our
outfits.
fractured nation is to heal, if
Can
we
I
are to
do a
move
fucking
forward
Japanese
as a people
delinquent
united,
squonk? I need that as an
then we
emote.
must do whatever
You know,
is
just like
necessary
sit
to
like
bring
on the
about
like just sit
lasting
like just
change.
that's the squat.
Yeah, yeah.
The
Pop
closest
power
thing
squad.
you can do is similar to what Caesar's doing, the Mikote cat squad.
Yeah, no, man. I need the delinquent squat where, just wide leg, arms resting on your knees, just head tilted. I just want to start doing that in front of locations. And
They
take pictures
also,
of it.
it's they did add those school uniforms recently, so maybe. I'm also, my immediate thought when you said that, though, was like, what if we got a, oh, shit, I can't English right now. The wall block gesture, when you put your hand on the wall.
Oh, kabedon.
Oh.
Kabedon, right. I'm like, I know there's like a
Kabedon.
do sound and a kabe, because that's wall in there. Kabedon. Like, just
Wall
a kabedon
slam.
emet. Yeah.
I was about to say, the wall one. You mean the pantomime?
Whoop,
Omega,
careful,
I have
buddy.
to- Omega, I have to ask, were you feeling sick yesterday, or was it just, it was suddenly?
No, yeah, I'm very, I was
Tis nothing.
extra tired yesterday, but I did not feel sick
Lucia
until today.
cautioned me against
I
giving
have
vent to my
been
passions.
physically
Lest
ill
my
in a way
wounds
that is not
reopen.
polite to describe the internet today, but I got some
That is
soup, so
fair.
I'm living.
Clearly it's because you drank all your gamer subs and now the addiction is starting to ravage your body. This is how they get you.
It's very funny because I haven't actually, other than the first sip, I haven't actually had any more because I haven't felt like nootropping myself up.
Does it have any nutrients, or is it just caffeine?
None of it has nutrients, but it has a proprietary nootropic blend, so there's shit in it that is supposed to be brain active.
Yep, there we are.
Thank you for the screen cap.
I'm about to finish your book.
I love with the way that's centered. I've got my slime puddle
It
just
has
on my
not
shoulder.
been easy reaching out to our opponents in Ishgard.
Yep.
Many of whom sympathized with the actions of the
I'm
true
gonna,
brothers.
Let's see.
But in so doing, we have
I don't know what I
limited
should
the
be
influence
doing
of the
aside from
zealots.
anything to help with Omega.
The people are ready.
Well, I
my
gotta
friend.
do Beast Tribe quests and
This
custom
conference
deliveries.
must go ahead.
And I really need to start working on my PvP, but I always forget, and I always have other fucking video games to be playing.
I know, right?
I was logged in
I
for
knew
Final
you'd
Fantasy
understand.
for 6 hours yesterday. I only played 2 hours. The other 4 were me
The
laughing at
conference
fucking
will take
Jedi
place on
Survivor
the border of
because
the
B1 battle droids
Ravanian
continue to be
territory
fucking
in
hilarious.
Falcon's Nest.
Oh, yeah, look, you have to ask, is your PS5 doing okay?
Lucia is
Yeah,
there
it's fine.
seeing to the final
Okay.
preparations.
I was worried
even
because
as we
I've
speak.
been seeing reports
Pray
about
join
it even
her
causes
at your
PS5
earliest
to
convenience.
heat up and try to explode.
Could not do for
I
the
mean,
Beast
no,
to
it
arrive
won't.
late after all.
It
I thought not explode as a.
I know, but it's
hyperbole.
you're not gonna cause a problem with hardware fault unless you've got faulty ventilation.
Yeah, no, actually, and believe it or not, my PS5 actually has poor ventilation. So, yeah, no, I'm double okay.
Oh, okay.
Also, the trick is don't run your fucking PS4 for 24 hours in a high heat state.
Quick thing I want to point out. That has nothing to do with the PS5 or PS4.
You
But I was
don't want
happy
to talk
when I
about
said
the power
Oh,
of the
and,
PS5 law?
One more thing.
I want to talk about the power
A
of
drink.
Coke Zero
We should make
Raspberry
time for one.
that I
Oh,
just
no.
picked up.
Once the conference is concluded.
That sounds powerful. I want
By
it.
my
Ship me some.
reckoning, 'tis long overdue.
Look, it was on special, and I'm still looking at the price, going,
Oh god, I need better gear. I'm fucked.
No, I had that moment too. I think I talked about it a couple weeks ago when I went to the store, usually just get some bread and some small things, and I saw they actually had Fanta Orange Zero, and I was all like, oh my god, I'm buying your entire fucking stock. And I did. The
Lucky-
stock was only 3 boxes, but I was there.
Look, you wanted a
I-
Fanta, don't you? Dear corporations, I am available for sponsorships. You too can have this quality of segue. Oh boy, okay.
Every boss keeps putting my orange soda on the floor. I don't like it.
I see. I have
Man,
obtained
good thing
the
this
video.
orange soda isn't Fanta, because that is absolutely too delicious to spill on this food.
Reminds me, did I?
Listen, I'm good at shilling. I just choose not to because Mega does fucking enough of it. Jesus Christ.
The thing.
I'll give you 1 shilling.
Yes, there is. I didn't use my nightmare. Chat, I don't know if I can say we've been going ham on the Praetorium runs, but we have been doing work.
But
As
doing
you
moderate
can
work.
see from my mount guide, we've got fucking this guy.
Well, technically, it's hard to go ham on Praetorium since half the fucking run you're just you're talking about anything else while either Nero or Gaius monologues at you.
Yeah,
Does Spectrum usually take each time is 30 minutes or
I think it's
25 minutes?
about 30.
Yeah, it's about 30.
If it's a solid 14 minutes of cutscenes, maybe 16.
Yeah, it's not. As Lucky said, it's hard to say you're going ham because you can't really make it go any faster. But the work has been. You can see the results, chat. We've got this guy. Got fucking that guy. There he is. This motherfucker, Ixion.
Like I said, technically, it's not the quote unquote fastest way to do it, but it is the way that you can do it several times and not feel immediately fucking burnt out from running a dungeon over and over and over again.
Yeah, Caesar is saying that he thinks like the first Alexander raid might be faster, which is that actually Fist of the Father?
Let me check here.
If it's the
Because I
first one,
can't
yeah,
check
Yeah,
should
that's
be.
the first Alexander quest I've got. I don't know if that's actually the raid bit. I
can't
think
check
it
right
is.
now.
Okay, let me go.
But,
look at
which
my-
I do.
I forgot.
have
Is that
access
Faust?
to.
Is that Faust with the refurbisher?
Ah, yeah, Fist of the
That-
Father, but
That's like
it
phase
gives you
3.
the first like steps of the first like
Nope, I don't
tier
need
of Alexander is like 2 tomes. However,
Well, yeah, but no. The thing is you can do like I said, like I was talking about. Everything is based off time. We could probably do 4 runs of Alexander in the time that it takes us to do one Praetorium run. The problem is you're gonna be doing 4 runs of fucking Alexander constantly back to back to back to back.
Yeah,
That will
you
burn you out
you would
real
need
quick.
to, like, say what you will about the unskippable cutscenes. Praetorium does at least have a built-in like cooldown period. Obviously, it means that sometimes we get a little too jokey and we do shit like we forget to stack and stuff, or I've been at the back of the line and accidentally forgotten to move forward in Nero and gotten stuck in the electric fence and shit like that. Like you get a
didn't
little
notice that
gooped out, but
yeah,
you still have these natural cooldown periods where you're not constantly playing Final Fantasy XIV. I could see doing something like Alexander back to back to back to back to back would mean that you would burn out much faster.
yes. I burned myself out against the 3rd Evil East raid, and I've said that many times, and I'll keep saying it because holy shit, that one is a fight.
I did
You
it
gotta
one
keep-
time and I think I'm good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is why I'm not doing the fucking near raids. The near raids are fun to do once in a while, but doing them repeatedly, you will die. Also because you have renditions of fucking near music being blasted at you, so you get double the emotional damage.
I'm not sure if this is like a low or high limit, but I think twice a day is like my limit for near raids.
That sounds about right.
I haven't done them yet, so I don't know.
You get a long way.
You got a long way, Axe.
They're making a change.
If they're longer than the
there's-
Evil East raids, then yeah, I feel that weight already.
Caesar's
Oh,
doing
yeah.
pop in the squad.
Oh, hey, what are you doing here? Lucky just loads in and runs right past me.
Well, that's because you're on a giant mech and I couldn't see your fucking name, you tiny little shit.
You
Jeez,
wouldn't
baby.
be able to see me from down here either. I'm too small.
Well, remember, I'm closer to you than most other fucking people. I'm literally the smallest thing. you
I
can
mean,
be
Luff,
besides
that's
a
why
fucking
you just have to
Lolabelle.
pick one of your glams where you glow like the sun.
Oh yeah, lucky. I was using the Eureka set when I was tanking Praetorium.
Oh,
It
yeah,
reflects off the floor.
Wow. That's bright. Too bright for me.
I think I was hiding at one point in a cutscene behind someone's legs, and Omega was just like, I can still see you glowing.
Gotta be bright.
Oh, Omega gets to see the wonders that is Falcon's Nest. Why is it just fucking... Okay, there's
Bit of
a lot of
Falcon's Nest
Lalafels
before.
here.
A bit of Falcon.
You guys gotta stop dividing by Moses. It's starting to get annoying. I refuse to believe that Lolafels have sex, by the way.
Sorry, I'm just thinking of the Russian Badger vid for Enlisted.
Yeah.
You've never divided by mitosis, bro? Which I
Oh,
can't
well-
replicate the effect, but it's, he says it 4 times X, he gets looped.
World War One would be a lot easier if it gets split off by mitosis.
Yeah. And as Russian Badger says in that video, I can't ever recall if it is actually supposed to be mitosis or meiosis. One of those
I'm pretty
words
sure it is
equal.
mitosis.
Yeah.
Actually, let me check here. Mitosis. 'Cause it's easy.
It's like endothermic and exothermic, though that one I remember a lot better.
Oh, yeah. Mitosis, a type of cell division that results in 2 daughter cells, each having the same number and kind of chromosomes at the parent nucleus, typical of ordinary tissue growth. So yes, it is mitosis. I hope everyone's happy they learned something today.
The more you know. And now
Today
we
I
have
learned
made
that Reggie
chat-
is part of a fucking Nintendo Black Ops squad, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Fucking. There's a lot of that going around.
You
We
can
talked
check.
about them on Saturday, but Kotaku continues to be awful.
Mm-hmm.
They have not only like admitted to the fact that they looked up the leaked Tears of the Kingdom, but then they posted an article about here's everything you need to know about the leaked Tears of the Kingdom. Full spoiler. We're yelling about it on Twitter. At which point I was like, okay, I'm going to block Kotaku and never see one of their tweets again, just in case.
Yep. Nope. I did the same.
Like
Actually, can we blacklist words on Twitter?
Yes, you can mute words and terms, which is something
I'm gonna
that may
do
be
that for
recommended
Kotaku.
anyway.
I just don't want to deal with them. I want to actually forget about them.
But there's also some other funny stuff, like the thing we're talking about today, in case you didn't see it, was somebody tweeted with their Switch, you know, the Tears of the Kingdom logo, playing it, and we're like, lol, Lamau. And Reggie, honest to God, Reggie Fils-Aimé, quote tweeted them with the fucking...
Taken.
Yeah, the Taken quote, and then that tweet was deleted. Now, you could assume one of two things happened. Either that person realized they were being fucking ratioed by Reggie and were like, hold on, I need to get the fuck out of here. Or, what I choose to believe, Reggie Fils-Aimé is actually a Nintendo-powered Terminator, and he eliminated that person, Taken style.
Well, no, Meg, we have to be specific about this. It wasn't that the tweet was deleted. This tweet is from an account that no longer exists.
Right, that's true. They deleted their whole ass Twitter. Yeah, so
I'm not sure if people saw my comment to that, but do you remember the Game Awards? Video Game Awards?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There's a moment where a lady went up and said, someone here is a killer, and the camera zoomed around to different people, and Reggie was one of them. Clearly they were correct. They were trying to tell us something.
And Reggie also played it up for camera. There's a reason why he's popular. I said he's kind of like an elder statesman of video game coverage.
Yeah.
Reggie has been promoted to the Kage of the Nintendo.
Nintendo Kage. I love it.
Badly Photoshop Reggie in the Hokage outfit.
No, someone just give me some straight up art of that.
Okay, let's see. Where do I want to go?
So, Loth, I'm here in fucking, you know, the last zone here, and I keep seeing these green geysers, and every time I fucking see them, I just remember that one time I went to a heart party and everyone got inside them and we were like, yes, bask in the Mountain Dew, and that's all I can think about every time I see them now.
I don't know what to say. I'm trying to come up with something. I'm like, do I like Mountain Dew that much? It's alright.
I was thinking,
about.
Loth, I'm gonna be honest, I was thinking you were holding back on telling Lucky that sounds like a you problem. I thought that was what the hesitation was.
No, I can see them now from where I am standing. They look like something you can jump in, and it'll just be like a.
Now, Chad, Lucky and I have had this discussion off stream before, but I would like you to look at this. This quest is offering me a max potion, which heals 24% of my HP, capped at 1920. Look at how large my HP stat. Do math. It's not great.
They kind of do fall off after a while.
That's not how long the cooldown is for.
Like, honestly, I don't know why they have to give it a cap. You know, if just give it a cooldown so that you can't like do it all the time in a dungeon.
I know what I can be doing. Trying to equip my stick.
What about your stick?
Oh, blue.
Oh,
no, not blue.
Oh.
So no blue stick?
Don't do it again. I fucking zoned out a man, yeah.
I can work on leveling
Do I
this
have enough
level.
to get another fucking Manderville weapon? No, I am 600 away. I should work on that.
Now, I feel sorry for whoever's gonna be my party in this leveling dungeon. I'm pretty sure my gear is not up to snuff.
Suffer. Listen, people make you suffer enough. It's okay to return the favor a little bit.
Ah, good, it's Ifrit.
Oh, you lucky son of a bitch.
No XP.
So it'll be over in like 30 seconds.
It's leveling roulette. He'll get a fuck ton of XP. Fuck you, Axe.
I was thinking if...
Yeah, I know. You're thinking about in your high efficiency brain how you count every single bit of XP like some sort of XP miser.
What?
I'm
Screwed over
Mr.
here.
XP Miser. This rhyme doesn't work.
I was more thinking about how like the play itself gives you nothing.
I realized halfway through my
Axe?
halfway through my reference
How
it
is
didn't
that
work.
any different than what I was saying?
Because I forgot the bonus was a thing at the moment I said it.
I wasn't talking about the bonuses.
This is a man who every time we're doing Praetorium runs, he's like, hey, can we do main scenario roulette?
And
It's
we're
the one
like,
time.
sometimes we do it, but mostly we don't, because what if we don't get Praetorium?
But his
These are
extra
level 60 wolves.
I just wanted over with something.
Those aren't any normal wolves, Omega. They're ghosts.
Yeah, well, they're gonna be double ghosts in a second, because I have all my Dragoon buttons for once. I just realized.
Sorry, I just watched as my tank did a fucking provoke.
It's one of them. It's
yeah,
one of those.
One of those fuckers who think provoke should be on their rotation.
I was trying. I was literally considering moving my provoke to like the side of my hotbar instead of my main keys.
I thought you were about to say use provoke just to set me off.
I mean, I already
Note
have.
to self. Use note to self. Use to set Loth off.
Listen, I'm only a level 45 paladin. Provoke is already on my second hotbar. Like, it's on set 2.
Haha. I got 2 commendations. Fuck you, tank.
Wow. You know that means people were not happy. What are you right now? Blue mage?
No, I was conjurer.
Conjurer, okay.
I was a conjurer. There was a marauder and then a black mage and a bard. So we're all put down to 16. So clearly those guys knew what they were doing, saw the marauder and went, fuck.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Loth.
Hey, it's me. It's you. You have stick to me, I see.
Yes. But sadly I'm only level 24 conjurer. Still gonna waste
Hey,
it.
chat, you get to behold.
I find it hilarious that you're level 24 in this level 90 zone.
Look at my gear and then suffer from how bad it is.
Hello, help for your headpiece. God
So, for those who can't see, I'm wearing the Rathalos headpiece, which is level 1. I'm wearing the gloves you get from the crafting beast tribe in Realm Reborn, which is level 1. I'm wearing a t-shirt of gathering, a pants of crafting. Oh wait, no, I'm wearing clouds pants. Oh wait, no, they are
This
gathering
is like the
pants.
most cursed fucking white mage outfit I have ever seen in my fucking life.
You know, this is what the recommended gear is, because I don't have anything low level, and it's like, hey, you want to gather, right?
You are clearly not a conjurer, sir. You are clearly some kind of manual laborer.
Oh, don't worry, I hit.
up fucking the vendors.
I was gonna wait till I hit 30.
I'm literally going to go help Thancred get his groove back. Thancred, please don't get bullied by wolves. You fought a bear naked.
Alright, well, I'm off to Buns. To, you know, touch their carrots.
I have so many carrots.
Meh.
I see what you did there.
Exactly. Actually, how much did I earn from that? Oh.
Not enough.
Sorry, I saw a line that says you've gained a bonus of 990 experience points. I'm like, that's not much. And then I scrolled up. A bonus of 52,000.
Loth, I need you to tell me how dumb something is.
It's dumb.
Okay, hold on. You're talking to me, the expert on this. What do you need?
So, as you're talking, it's like, you know, I sometimes forget that, like, I think it's like, man, Loth is just a Lalo in real life. It's, but wait, he's not. I have like, wait, no, I have to correct myself. Like, he's not tiny. He just has the energy of a tiny person.
I've got short person energy. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
You see, I was right. It was dumb.
Yeah, I wasn't sure how dumb it was.
Well,
It's
now you
funny
know.
you say that. There's a clip I have to find from good old Whoops and his friends about someone like, wait, I have short person energy? And everyone's going, yep.
Just like, maybe not like short person, but like you just radiate the menace, the energy of a menace that most Lala folks do.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing I've got so far is, in terms of height, I think I'm 5'9". I can't
You're
remember,
average.
it's been a while.
Your average.
Look, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I grew up in high school and then shrunk.
It feels like that sometimes.
Hello, Bun.
And I
Give me your carrots.
Because I can say this, and I told my mom this, and she laughed about it. My dad's side of the genes kicked in, and then at some point, my mom's side of the genes kicked in, and then shrunk me.
That's pretty good.
You're like a two-stage rocket.
She's a tiny Filipino woman, so yeah.
Are there any
Never-
like not tiny Filipino ones?
It's a rarity, but they do exist.
It's like how raw.
It's so every time I go to the shops, it's like, okay, where's my mom? And then she'll walk around a corner from like one of the clothes stores. I'm like, there she is, because you can't see her.
I am
Very
slightly
good
excited to get my own moon hopper.
Oh yeah, and then you can get the music.
Yeah. But I'm still a few days away from that.
Okay,
think.
so I can't do leveling anymore. So I guess I have to go to Budani and do some grinding.
I guess it's time to do the hunting log.
Yeah,
That's
it's
what I
also
usually
it's very interesting. Again, by the way, 5-minute recast timer on this max Aether, but the max Aether is not capped. It's just you get 1200.
It's not bad
every-
if you need to like shovel a little bit MP for like one cast.
Yeah, it's like an emergency button when you're doing shit. And that depends on what class you are. It's actually very interesting, Chad. There's a lot of gameplay and story integration in MP bar usage for different classes.
If you're if you're a black mage, you don't need it. But yeah.
Yeah, because you've got
I
that
mean-
thing where you flow between the two.
Yeah, but sometimes you want to get an extra cast in and you'll pop it anyway.
But can't you
Yeah,
not gain
it's
MP
like,
when you're on fire?
You can't naturally gain MP.
Yeah, you don't regen NP. There's
Yes.
a difference.
See, I know
Right,
this, and I've
because-
never played
right,
Black Mage in my
because
life.
lucid dreaming is a regen thing. Okay, that's
Yes.
Yeah. Whereas Red Mages actually don't burn through MP that fast. You have to do a lot to naturally overcome your natural MP regen rate.
Yeah,
'Cause
or you
you're-
can do
you're
what I've
bouncing back and
done,
forth.
which is incredibly dumb, which is put a lot of stats and materia into spell speed. So it goes so fast you burn through all your mana.
I mean, it's worth it.
That's usually the strat to go to anyway. That way you can actually use your mana recovery skills. It's like as a summoner, I don't think like the only time I use lucid dreaming is after I've died. And I'm like, I have no MP.
Yeah,
Because usually when I've died, that means someone else has died, and usually my first thought is get him up, get him up, get him up, get him up, get him up.
I think the only few times I've had is, I think it's like I think I was like doing white mage, but it's like I think I went too hard on the Medica too.
Well, that's what I
No.
mean by gameplay and story integration. As a white mage, you can actually run out of MP because, like, that's kind of their thing is that you need to not overcast or you
do
die.
get a skill that makes it where you can cast a spell for 0 mana.
Whereas,
gotta love.
Good.
I'm sorry. No, I was gonna say something about the stream, but you go.
Oh, I was just gonna mention, I have actually gotten pretty deep down in my MP pool playing Astro, but because you get MP back when you draw, when you align with the stars or whatever, you tend not to have to worry about it too much.
So, bit of a tough break when you look at the quest name and remember that last time. That's one of the words you were told by a certain voice of the All Mother.
Yeah. Listen, we've got themes and things. We're hitting them.
I finished the
Also,
temporal quest.
once again, chat, I would like to remind you, last time we ended our stream, Minfillia exploded, question mark.
Perhaps, maybe, question mark, double.
We're in kind of a weird place right now, which is why Thancred is, kind of sag.
Yeah.
I mean, even
also,
more so than his goatee was already very sag.
Enjoy cutscene.
Welcome. Find yourself
That's a
an
nice
empty
deal.
seat and I'll be with you in a moment.
Why did they put the fish in triangles?
Excuse me, miss. You've got different colored hair. Are you perhaps an anime protagonist?
Aren't many bunnies around here.
Cold out, isn't it? Here, a mug on the house. Let's get some colour back in
She
them
makes
cheeks.
Is
some
that-
great rabbit stew.
is that, like, racist somehow? I have facial markings. Like, I literally have color on my cheeks, lady. I think they're right on my cheekbones.
It was cold outside.
It is fucking cold, though. I'm constantly having cold breath. At least I'm not Astro right now. Maybe I should chat what my Astro gear set
Free
currently
food will
looks
be a
like.
bit longer than usual. We've got a lot of hungry folk to feed, what with the conference and all. Oh, so many people with cause to celebrate. To think there could be peace in our time. After all them years of fighting.
I'm just thinking about how giant some of those swords are back there.
They have
When
to
I
fight
heard
dragons.
about the conference, I knew I had to
There's
come.
not really many people that
So,
use
we have not yet fully advanced our food modeling technology, I see, as some of
Not
these
yet.
these apples are very low poly textures and are very large.
Look,
My husband.
and Walker
he-
Grace will forever be the milestone
He
we
died
strive
fighting the
to
dragons,
reach.
you see.
It's okay. It's okay. We saw that as a note and we needed to improve.
About to break bread with him.
Please don't assassinate any dragons. Thank you, weird barmaid. Ah, damn it.
Yep.
You're right, my lord. You look tired.
It must hurt to have all your trust abused all the time.
Heidelin, why can't you warn me about this shit?
After all you've
I
done.
do
Only shoot
not-
exposition.
Why do we not have drug immunity yet?
FGO got that sorted out right away. No, but also, Axe, she could give me a flashback of the maid putting the poison in my mug. Just like, hey, watch out, fam. It's okay. She's like, Heidelin's
No.
not doing so hot right now.
Can you imagine how you get that echo flashback after you've drunk it? It's like, well, what's the point of that?
That's probably how it would
As
go,
as
though.
my last thought, I just chuck the mug at the maid's head.
My last breath, I cuss
So-
Zoidberg.
Sleep now.
So I'm not sure if we'll ever get there, but at some point, Omega, your character will just stop accepting drinks from people.
As they should. Flipper the bird as I pass out.
This was never.
I would say that poison has to be
fight.
pretty strong to knock you out, considering you can shake
How,
off being gored.
lady? How fucking dare you? I am the other Azure Dragoon. Technically, I am the one who's actually doing shit. The other guy is currently possessed.
No one.
That's
no one
okay.
needs to know that.
If Heavensward was made today, there would be a slightly different line of dialogue about that. Now I get my fucking Echo flashback. God damn it, Heidelin.
Yep.
It's about other things.
I mean, it's about this lady being sad.
Yeah, her husband was murdered by the dragons.
Yeah, do you know how many dragons I've murdered?
My son. They
I've burned
they
fun.
told me
Again, they
he
seem all
walks
right
in
with
the
me.
Renaissance halls.
Been no fear.
Him
We're
and the
tight.
rest of his unit.
I spoke with Vidolfir personally, despite the fact that I have had to kill many dragons to walk up to her. That's the whole point.
Aye, did you see the men we sent to West
They
to
told me
welcome
the
you?
same.
Oh, you killed them.
I mean, it's the whole point of this whole dialogue is like everybody, you know, it's hard. It requires effort to let go of generational pain like that, but it is funny sometimes from the outside, having literally seen both sides of the conflict and having punched both of them canonically. I have beaten up
Also the
both
thing of-
the Archbishop and Nidhogg, and just be like,
also-
oh my god, guys, it's so dumb. Don't you realize that they have as much suffering as you? Can't wait for me to finish my sentence.
The problem about that is that these people don't care about either of them because I don't think they've ever considered the Archbishop, and they don't know who
I
Nidhogg is.
expect they think it's comforting.
They know who Nidhogg is. At no point have they said that Nidhogg's name is like a secret. We know that it's his, like, the big first brood and stuff. Sidian is just a rando who happened to become the Azure Dragoon, and he's like, I know all about the Nidhogg eyes and the power. And, like, he's openly talked about Nidhogg while walking around the streets of Ishgard earlier. So I don't think it's a secret. Now, I don't think I've been able to describe how fucked up the Archbishop was to anybody yet. Actually, I don't know. Ishgard is dumb. If I told them that the Archbishop became a primal, they would be like, what's that? Is that a dragon? No? Don't care. We've had this discussion before about their opinions on everything. When you're still in the Heavensward and pre-Heavensward era, Ishgard's flowchart is basically, art thou a dragon? No? Don't care. Didn't ask. Yes?
So I just want to. So for those who
Every
also
time
have
I
done
come,
it,
I cry.
Omega hasn't done it. He'll get around to it eventually at some
Yet
point. I'm not
that
going to
is what
force
they
him
would
to.
have us do.
But doing this
Accept
quest line
this
and just seeing
truth
their
for the
hate
sake
against the
of
dragons,
peace.
doing
Bury the past.
the beginning of
and
the
look to
Dark Knight
future.
storyline makes this even worse. It's like, oh, I see. You guys are just incredibly stupid. We hate the dragons because they keep killing us. I'm just like, yep. You guys keep
He
doing the
was
same
my
thing to
future.
yourselves too.
My flesh and blood.
keep-
Well, that's the
killing
problem
each
with the
other.
cycle of revenge.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
and
like,
it's...
hate.
Go ahead.
Hate only begets hate.
I'm sorry. I just walked into an area and saw someone called maidenless behavior.
Well, I'm also going to say that's also a sign of how people in power
Is this it?
misabuse,
We're the only ones with the courage
people without
to
it.
oppose this
Like, the
madness.
fact that Ishgard is actually,
There was a lot.
a fucking theocratic police state and is super suppressive to their own people, but they're people who aren't being actively oppressed, they are being more passively oppressed, don't care because the church is constantly being like, and we must be this way because of those dirty dragon heretics. They could be me. They could be you. They could be that guy. Kill him! And that guy gets, killed.
And then everyone feels better because a heinous traitor has been killed, and clearly they are living a
They
right and
think
moral
only
life.
the prize.
Turns out it was
The
a dude
peace
from the
that
broom
Emmerich
who was
promises
cold
them.
and dying.
They know in their hearts
Actually,
it's a
that's
lie, but they
weird
go
shit
along
for
with it
no
anyway.
reason.
Desperate fools, but not I.
No, as soon as Omega said it
Not
could even be
I.
me, I expected someone to just interrupt and be
I
like,
see
get
the
them!
worm that killed my brother in my dreams every
They're
night,
heretic.
and
They
I
just
will
said
not
so.
rest until he lies.
I was
broken
tempted,
at my
but
feet.
I was afraid I
Him
wouldn't
and every
sell it
last
right.
one of his accursed kin.
Oh my god, I didn't know I could land on
All
this.
this
This is stupid.
nonsense about kings of Eld, as if I care what they did or
I already
didn't
don't
do.
like this.
Makes no difference to me
this
and mine.
imperial bullshit
Have the
shit.
dragons sued for peace in 1,000 years? That
Oh.
ain't bollocks.
There's only
It's a
one
bloody
Imperial
ruse
Bull
is
Club
what it
dipshit I can
is,
think
and
of.
Sir Emmerich and the rest of them are bloody falling for it.
Yeah.
But what can we
Kill
do?
him! Kill him now!
They
He'll save
believe,
everyone a bunch
and
of trouble
naught they
later.
Can say will
Do
ever
it.
change their minds.
Yeah. And then you can see these
Whether we
fuckers,
like
and
it or
the only
not,
thought is, God,
Man and
fucking
dragon
damn
will
it.
come together at Vulcan's nest,
Where are we
and all
going?
will be forgiven.
Oh.
Forgiven and forgotten.
I'm once again also struck again by how similar the writing of 14 and 12 is, and I did not put it together until playing 12 again recently and 14. But the plot climax of 12 is basically revenge is pointless. There's a lot of driving force about how you must seek bloody revenge for all the people you left behind, and then the main characters realize, wait a minute, those people are dead. They're not here anymore. Nothing we do now helps them. We
Let's make
cannot
sure
go
no
back
one-
in
people are-
time.
Let's make sure no one else is killed.
We can't
mean,
go
yeah,
back in
basically,
time
but,
again because we can't go back in time again.
Nice. But, like, this lady is like, oh, no, everything will be forgiven and forgotten. I mean, yeah. The people who have died in this war are dead. And I know we like to wax poetic about how, the people want revenge and shit, but there's not what it's about. They're dead.
I'm gonna be real. If your beloved one wants you to be angry for the rest of your fucking life instead of moving on and being happy, they're probably not much of a loved one. I'm gonna be real.
I will not let that
Reminds me
happen.
of in my brief bout of illness, I was watching some Grimbeard videos. Shout out the wonderful video essayist, and has kept me through times of being fucking melty before.
A charming weirdo.
But I was watching the Mystic Knights review again, and it has goes through the whole thing of the main character, and he meets up with his estranged former lover who married his friend / enemy and stuff. But as she's dying her final death, she's like, never forget me, and then dies. And Grim makes the comment about it's just a little fucked up to leave your loved one with that as you are literally dying. Cool. Anyway, it's
They will remember the true face of the enemy. I will show it to them. And we will rise up against them once more.
I feel like they're not considering how a dragon could literally kill without trying.
I mean, no, they are. They're like, we're gonna show them their true face.
Hey! Hey!
Dragons can't be
This
trusted.
is no time for napping.
Thank
The
you,
dragons.
Thancred.
Hey, you're finally awake.
Did nobody react at all to me being passed out in full armor in the middle of this room?
I think the entire room was the conspiracy.
Do you have your wits about you? Good. Come with me. We have a crisis on our hands.
It seems very
Or they don't
elaborate
give a
considering
shit.
there were only like a dozen people in that flashback.
Maybe they thought you were sleeping.
There's
They
also
probably
a thing of,
did.
like,
I mean, that maid wasn't wrong. I have earned a nap. I don't know when the last time I canonically slept was.
Unfortunately, I can't remember the beats of this story bit, so I'm just winging it with whatever people say.
I remember this.
It's literally been like half a decade since I think I've been to that part.
Hear me, brothers and sisters. Do not be fooled.
I can't remember what I did last week.
Remember your husbands and wives never returned
I think
from
you need to
war.
jump up there
Your
and fucking grab her by the
children
mouth.
torn apart by
I mean, no, I'm just gonna do my
famine
ranged
and war.
attack.
I thought you were about to say,
Your
jump
loved
up there and
ones
give her a
show
fucking
no mercy.
suplex.
No, but I think if you kill her, that might cause a different problem.
She poisoned me. Fuck her. I'm a hero. Remember?
Yes, so heroes now get
Does
to act
not
with
your
impunity.
heart
Yeah.
cry
Hold on,
out
sorry.
for
I also just want to
vengeance?
recall once again, Omega
Your
hasn't done it, but there's a
blood
lovely
boileth
moment
the
with someone in the
injustice.
Dark Knight questline goes, they
Remember
want you
the
to
face
relinquish
of
your
your
weapons
enemy,
after what
brothers and
happened in
sisters.
Oda. I don't
Remember
think
it,
so.
and strike back.
You there! Don't just stand around gawping! Do something, man! Stop her!
Good attempt, Evelyn.
Yes,
Man,
yes, my
that
lord.
really makes me. Just thinking about that stuff really makes me think the final season of Warrior is just that good.
I mean, that's not the
Called it.
perfect
Okay.
stop her, but you tried.
I think he wanted you to run up there and grab her.
See,
Gold Star.
see here the true nature of the
days when I was just called
highborn.
Adventurer was
With
a much
lies
simpler
and
time.
deception, they lead us to our doom. And dare we
Yeah, I
raise
didn't have to
our
deal with
voices
so many
in
people's
dissent?
dumb bullshit.
Death
I know,
is our
right?
reward. This is the choice they have given us,
I know it's
brothers and
hindsight, but,
sisters.
like, God
Death
willing, I
by
don't-
dragon's
I
fang,
feel like what you
or
want
death
doesn't
by nobleman's
do anything
command.
for you in the long
Death
run.
to
Well,
all
not for
we
her,
hold
but also
dear.
I'm like, at the same time, I'm like, where was this revolutionary spirit like 1 generation ago?
I think it's because
Why
it was,
have you
there was
picked
endless war.
Why have you picked this moment now to be galvanized to overturn the system after I have already overturned your system?
Well, the thing
Well,
is, that they want the system to go back.
Well,
No, she doesn't, because
I'll-
she's talking about how the noblemen are gonna fuck them.
Well, that's what they're using. I mean, people are fucking. What's the word I want
I
to use here?
spit on your
Opportun-
choices,
like,
noblemen. You will take no
opportunistic
more from me.
at,
no
you know, at their
more,
worst.
No
People
more.
usually won't actually take an action unless they can they have the resources to do it, and B, think they can get away with it. It's the same theory that thieves work on. If people look at something, and think, you know, it will potentially mess up,
What have
a
you
lot of
done?
times they won't go for it. They'll just sit on their hands and do nothing. So I think that logic applies here. Now that you have come up, shaken the order up, removed people from key points of power, you know, destabilize an entire region. Because I know it's like a little weird, but you have completely.
No,
destabilized
yes, no.
Zodiark.
That's the whole point of the post expansion quests is, hey, okay, so that was definitely a good thing we did, because in case anybody doesn't remember, the Archbishop was working with the Asians and became a primal and was gonna
Became a
like,
God King.
you know, yeah, he became a God King and was gonna rule, you know, Ishgard forever in eternal war with the dragons. So it was definitely very right and cool that we thumped him good. However, we are now left with the dilemma that nobody knows what the fuck to do. And now we are all struggling with not doing the right thing, as Emmanuel has just pointed out to that guy who shot the second
I
shot.
only did as you ordered,
Don't
my
you
lord.
use that defense, I was only ordered. He did not specify the second shot.
It's
I
just
asked
one
you
of
to
those.
stop her, not kill her.
But it's just one of those things of like, yeah, no. People smell a chance, an opportunity, and they will take it.
Also, there are several people knocked out on the floor, so I'm like curious how this lady got to her position of shot.
I gave no such order. I did not. I never meant for anyone to.
I mean, he's not wrong. His exact words to that soldier were, you know, you should do something about her. That guy interpreted that as, well, I guess he told me to shoot her dead.
This is why you need short, concise commands.
Unfortunately, I mean, this is why I feel
Well,
like
Madeline's,
some of this is a
fourth
little
year.
bit of a failure in planning in the House Knights and our good friends in the Temple Knights. Apparently, Emmeline was our highest-ranking man left at the Falcon's Nest while we went
His
to go
brother
prep
is
other
busy right
shit.
now.
I know, but that's what I mean. Like, I feel like this is the place where we're gonna have our great big meeting. Perhaps should not Lucia or, you know, Artoriel or somebody been standing here?
Okay, you said should not, and like I for some reason heard shouldn't Should Knight be here instead?
Good night.
Yeah.
It's a situation. Yeah. I wonder if Emmanuel assigned volunteered for this because he wanted to prove he could do it.
No, this actually came out
No.
earlier. Artoriel said that Emelian has been depressed since, you know, the thing. And so he thought he would, you know, give him some light guard duty where nothing could go wrong and it would raise his spirits.
And that's something conspiracy happened.
And that's when everything went wrong. Do not tempt fate like this. The Rhinos were cackle.
That's okay. Me and Eorzea's smoothest man, most unshaved baby boy are here to raise your spirits.
Actually,
Punish Thancred.
Yeah,
why
exactly.
did Thancred not fucking dash behind the lady? What the fuck?
Well, remember, he's currently
He is
Y'shtola.
also depressed.
That too, but also he is both emotionally damaged, and Y'shtola said that she thinks his aether is permanently fucked now. So I don't know if he can do all of his cool rogue shit anymore.
That and he
is-
was
sorry.
worried about you, so he went to go wake you up.
Well, yeah, he saw a crisis in the square and was like, "Where the fuck is the Warrior of Light? The Warrior of Light is passed out in a tavern. Why are you passed out in a tavern?" And I don't
My
have enough
thing.
time to explain to me it's kind of sad, and I'm sure you're drugged, so it's easy to explain why you can't raise your voice, other than the fact that you also never raise your voice. But it would have been, I think, comedically inappropriate, but very logical for me to shout, "That lady drugged me!" She did.
Don't
She did
listen to
drug
her.
me.
She poisoned people.
I mean, that would call into question her trustworthiness, I guess. That's a logical fallacy, but it would work.
I mean, I'm pretty sure if you did get that, I think it would just stab a bitch.
That is all. I mean, I have seen Thancred throw knives very good still. But also, I could trust Thancred to, hit her in the knee, rather than what that other asshole did, which was shoot her in the arm and then shoot her in the gut. Which would not immediately kill her, by the way. That, at least in
Yeah,
the
but
way
it'd
they
be a
showed
horrible
it.
death.
All killed her.
I don't... Did she actually literally fall? I guess we cut away.
But, no, I think we're the third a knife, and then he says, I could never harm a lady in the face. Or something
Actually,
like that.
honestly, with Thancred, he could probably, hit bonk her with a blunt end. Just throw it the other way around and knock her out. She might still fall. That's not a great look, but, he could at
Sorry,
least be
I'm
like,
just-
I was trying.
I'm picturing Punish
Thancred
Thancred trying
doing-
to speak like Solid Snake as he does it.
I can also see Thancred doing the whole,
Miller.
the classic chop to the back of the neck and then catch the princess
Yes.
Yeah, I can see that, too.
Tataru, I'm trying to sneak past the Garleans, but I'm too dummy thick. Thancred would say that.
I feel like the Tataru would give so much shit for saying this.
She would destroy him, yes.
It's like, hey Thancred, here I knitted this for you, the scarf that has the entire copy plaster on it just to mock him.
I
was
just thinking she would knit him some shorts that just have the juicy across the back.
I was thinking
Which-
even an emerald headband, actually.
Which, to be fair,
That-
I think Lucky might be about to say the same thing. Thancred would unironically wear.
Yeah, I was about to say, who's to say he's not already wearing them?
This is a weird thing I've seen in Microcosm of 14 viewers that people believe Thancred is a virgin or he get laid a lot. I can't even tell. So it depends on who you are.
I'm
as a
pretty...
person.
No, this man fucks.
Yeah, I believe Thancred is the kind of many fish in the sea type guy, but also the you miss 100% of the shots you don't take kind of guy.
Listen, Thancred's an espionage master. Seduction is a prime way to do that, and usually when people are in, randy moves, they're usually more willing to give up information or let things slip. No, this man fucks. Whether he's actually romantically inclined to any of these girls, doubtful. But no, this man wets his willy.
Thancred has escaped from a balcony room with, wearing literally nothing before. He's had to leave in a hurry. That's why he was so unfazed by the Nutkin incident.
I think
He was
worried
like,
it
"Oh, I'm
cold
naked
on it.
again. Well,
I think
time
the
to
only thing was it
make
was
some
cold,
knives."
honestly. It's probably his only glitch was probably it was just cold up there.
Well, yeah, he didn't want anyone seeing his shrunken junk. He's very prideful about that shit. So he kept.
I'm so glad that I
God,
titled
remembering
this
the bit of
stream
him
"Getting
doing the
Thancred his
mounds where
groove
he's
back,"
just,
and we
like,
can make so many
wearing-
comments about it.
He's just wearing bear flesh over him because he can't change it in clothes.
Consequences.
It's also, I'm a little concerned, Thancred. Why am I being offered weapons called Augmented Hellfire after this? Hold on, I'm a little worried.
40 gear. Because it's emulated after Ifrit.
Unfortunately, I don't think I'm like anywhere close with any of these classes to wanting any of these anyway. Probably just take the silver.
I think it goes with the normal thing of it goes through like the 10 classes first, then the next set of classes.
Also, in case you can't tell, Chad, I don't know if I've commented on it in a stream or not, but I am now in my full Heavensward Tombstone gear, so...
Oh, nice.
I might did Shire.
Yeah. Which includes a headpiece you can actually see on my head.
Nah, yes.
Also,
Shire.
honestly, I've talked about this. I don't remember if it's on camera, but the Dragoon headpiece is also really cool. I don't know what the fuck this is, but this weird twisty dragony circlet is cool. Also, yes, you can see my breath. I'm fucking cold.
What's the weather like? Clear skies? It's a nice day.
Oh, don't worry. Caesar at some point said weather oppression.
Ah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's when we were
Actually,
talking
where's
about
Alter
Thor.
right now.
Well, look who it is! Artoriel and Lucia, the two people I was talking about.
Oh, looks like Alter is about to do his first trial for Endwalker.
Yeah, I know. I think I had a conversation about it. He literally said he skipped everything else to do it. Yeah.
Been very funny.
Should I go help Alter with it? Nah, I'll stay here. You guys wouldn't last without my witty and complex commentary.
And we both have to stay here to rain an axe.
We do.
I mean, I was gonna go join Alter.
Oh, perfect. Go.
Yep, go. We need someone there to assist him. You've done it recently.
Yeah, do you remember the mechanics mostly?
I actually do.
All right, cool. Perfect.
I want to make the joke, but I can't. So let's move on.
Go bail it back. Go play hot potato. I do find it kind of interesting. I wonder if this might be a localization thing. Everybody is referencing. They're saying that Emmanuel said that ordered her shot, when obviously that is not exactly what he said. I would like to repeat.
No,
you
but
saw it on
that's-
stream. He said,
Bemoan the fact too.
"Man, shouldn't you do something about that?" And then he fired once, and then that guy fired a second time, and Emmanuel turned to him and said, like, "Hold on a second. I did not ask you to do
No.
that."
Yeah, but that crazy lady who got shot said, "See, they're trying to silence me," and a lot of people would believe her.
I know. It's
Help,
just I find
help,
it
I'm
interesting
being
that I'm in my private conversation with Lucia and Artoriel. She's still saying, like, he ordered that girl shot. And I'm like, that's not exactly how it happened. I think he bears some responsibility for telling an armed man just do something. But also, I don't want to, like, throw all the blame at the poor boy, especially when later he, like, literally turns to him and says, why did you do that? I did not precisely order you to do that. That is not what my intent was. We're on stream. I don't know if anybody should use the button. Be careful.
Damn it!
Was the button pressed?
No, I was about to.
No, if
Oh,
Loth, you're in
yeah.
the VC, you would understand if the soundboard would use.
I actually didn't hear anything.
That's what I mean.
Well, no,
I
no one pushed
called
it.
it out. Yeah, I'm
Oh,
saying I
okay.
don't know if we should get in the habit of using the soundboard on stream.
I think we should.
Okay. Well,
But maybe when we have a bigger repertoire. I
Yeah.
think we only have like 3 right now, and 2 of them are mine because I am weird.
to
And
let
we're-
the people in the stream know, we have installed certain things in our Discord soundboard, which includes such devastation. So
I We gotta find if we can. We gotta find if someone has recording of how very glib somewhere.
I know, right? That's the
Someone
one I
ha-
want.
Someone has to have it.
So then after one of us says like something incredibly dumb and there's a silence, so you can just hear a how very glib.
Yeah, like it's. I think the triple Gaia suite, such devastation, and then on a separate key, this was not my intention, and then how very glib, all works together. Yes, people angry.
Oh my, I forgot that her Madeleine's just sitting there.
Oh no. What happened to your small child friend, boy?
Friend boy. It's like Ed boy.
No.
I also like how once again, Thancred's reaction to that was just to go and walk away.
I just pictured on Amanda Lane talking with fucking Rolf voice.
You damn Mark, the son of.
Oh, that would be great.
Yes, Mark the son of Comfortop.
It would have to be. I know that Rolf is not short, but it would have to be a Lalafell, right?
Oh, God.
That would have to be the energy.
It would be that energy.
Pure monk.
Caesar's just chilling.
Oh, someone's just come back.
Turns out he just got to the zone, not actually at it.
Oh.
Yeah, I looked at the preview window and I just went, he's not at the trial. That looks like he just entered the area.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was.
Yeah. Who said that they were in the trial with God damn it.
Yeah, I said he was about to.
Hold
I
on.
mean, through the power of his rich Discord presence, can't we sense what he's doing at all times?
No, it does tell us several things about him, but actually, I don't know if it tells us when he's in dungeons or trials.
Oh wait, hold on. I'm being dumb. It says
Let
up.
me... There's a GIF I have for this
So it's
somewhere.
on this level?
Here we go. This is what it feels like.
My source is that I made it the fuck up.
Yep.
One of my favorite just
Appreciate
things.
it anyway.
That's just a
Because I
great
like-
general reaction on the internet.
How very glib.
That's very loud. We might
That
need
is...
we might need to do the built-in volume adjustment on that one.
Yeah, I might do a adjustment of it, but that
I
was
love the
pretty
picture
good, though.
you... I love the icon you've chosen for it, though.
We don't have many helmeted dudes just chilling in our emotes.
But it's a good one.
I mean, I did... Not that I necessarily... Though we do have like 70 emote slots. Not that we should necessarily overblast them with Final Fantasy XIV stuff, but Final Fantasy XIV has a very robust fan kit. They have a shitload of like stuff for stream overlays. It's designed to work with Streamlabs though, so not exactly with what we do with OBS, but... they have like streaming tools. They have like all of their icon kits for all of the classes. Like all the little hotbar icons you see I have right now, for instance, are little PNGs you can download. Okay, so it's on this level. What the fuck? Alright, I think I need to
So I
get here.
can modify the sound. Okay,
Yeah, that's what I was gonna
Take
say.
that.
There should be a built-in
Yep.
like volume setting.
Oh, hang on.
How very glib.
Lower.
It's pretty good.
I think it
10%.
needs to be a bit lower.
Maybe a little bit lower
10%.
just for safety.
Take it down. Let's take it down to 35.
Yes, now I'm too high.
Also, or do I love hunting logs and then telling you exactly where the enemy is?
I can help you if you wanted to.
By the way, I'm joking. It's never exact.
It's never exact, but I enjoy wandering around.
I mean, if you really want to cut to the chase, you can just Google it and they'll give you the fucking XY coordinates.
They have.
All right, one more time.
There's a list of those, yeah.
How very glib.
That's pretty good.
All right, well,
Yeah. If there's ever a problem in the future, we'll mention it.
Yep. All right.
Sorry, it
mission
just
accomplished.
looked like Omega couldn't figure out where to go, so he was just rubbing Ixion up against the wall. Like, will this work?
That's not exactly what is happening, but my controller is being substantially less haunted today, but it does auto pitch me to the left facing for some reason. I'm not entirely sure why. It's not like pulling me anywhere. It's just I rotate on my heel when I stop short.
Are you having trouble finding Onawa?
Yes.
Okay.
It says I am at the height of him, but I do not see people.
Okay, Omega, I want you to go down. You see where the little dots to go to the next area is, or
Oh,
back to
the
Ishtad
dots?
is? Yeah, it's near there.
This fuckery somewhere, but there's like nothing here.
No, keep going.
Oh. Okay, this is a lot bigger. This geometry is not well communicated.
All right, I'm gonna go do my leveling roulette on Rogue and see how many levels I can get from 16.
It should be there, unless there's a
No, he's here.
NPC you gotta talk to.
I'll pull up my own log. I'm going
Onawa!
to Upper Lenoska.
Well, this scene.
No, no. What have they done to you? Onawa! Onawa!
They've broken all his tiny orphan bones. He's not an orphan, probably.
Is that you, my lord? You seem rather flustered.
Because of you, you imbecile! What in the seven hells happened to
I
you?
got my ass beat, my lord.
My apologies. Some few of the guests expressed a wish to leave, and I implored them to stay. It would seem they took issue with my request.
Shout out to Onawa, he's a fucking G.
Gods forgive me. If I had only been more careful with my words.
Gets his ass beat in the street and is like, it would seem they disagreed with my request.
Well, you tried. You really tried.
Do not
Give this
blame
boy
yourself, my lord.
monocle.
I know. I know that you and your brother have Ishgard's best interests at heart. That poor woman. She lives in the past, clinging to the memories of
How
the
old
lost.
are you that you are expressing this thought to me? Hold on a second.
It's the funny dynamic, which is Onawa is younger but seems more mature, and Manolane is older but seems fucking less mature.
I always
The
need them
future
around.
holds so much promise, so much joy, and you.
But seriously,
You
also,
know
who the,
that
I know
better
that
than
I
any.
know people like the standing. He's a manservant and stuff. But who could curb stomp this beautiful boy? Look at that face.
Ruffians and rapscallions.
Ah, rapscallions! How dare they?
Those who say, but I lost someone too, and then proceeds to beat up someone else's loved one.
Onawa?
Lesser nobles?
Calm yourself. The boy will live. But it's imperative we get him inside and into the care of a Kairujan without delay.
Keep popping the top of my foot. I don't even know what that is.
You got a lot of bones in there.
I don't have any bones. Don't you try and lie to me like
Oh,
that.
we were so close!
I didn't find a cure.
Why does it all
for
have to
Rhoditis.
fall to pieces? Don't they want to live in peace? Don't they want to be happy? We all want the same thing, and still it falls to pieces. Tell me, what
Well,
was I
sad
supposed to
Aaron
do?
won't be able to join us. I
Someone,
was gonna- I
anyone,
wanted to
tell me, what
wildly
was I
fucking,
supposed to
you
do?
know, what's the word I want to use? What's the word when you have a conversation and you derail? I wanted to wildly derail the conversation with Red Market shit, but I guess you guys are lucky.
There's only half a group here, I guess.
Stop looking to
I only have
others.
to talk up to Aaron.
You
about
make your
stuff.
choice
I
and
think
you
you're
live
fine.
with the
You're gonna be
consequences.
a good doctor boy. That's all you gotta be.
I will try my best to keep you alive. You'll be the easy one, honestly.
No, I won't.
Anyway,
So-
I'd just
And
like
what
to
would
ask for a
you
few
know
moments of
about
silence.
consequences? You who always know just what to say and just what to do. Your every deed is greeted with a round of applause.
Well, we really are getting Thancred his groove back. Also, shout out to Thancred. That was an armored fist, and he's just like, no cell.
And he's been hit by primals.
Meanwhile, Emmanuel gets fucking obliterated. And we're pretty sure this man can't even use ether anymore.
So,
You know nothing.
I appreciate I
about
asked for a moment of silence, and Axe cannot just keep his mouth shut.
I have fought tooth and nail for the people I hold dear. Done everything in my power to save them.
Listen,
And when you
I'm-
get called out, that's when you shut up.
Well, you
Yeah,
you
I'll
fucked
live
it up a
with
little
it.
yourself, Loth. You
I
almost let Thancred say his entire line.
Yeah. Sorry, you're about to say Lucky?
I forgot.
Hey, you still have all your bones?
I'll give one more. Wait, am I missing an ability? I could have. Wait, no, I have to get the ability. That's what it was. Okay.
This is a very interesting place you've placed yourself in, Loth.
Oh, I didn't realize I was right here. Hold on. Does this work?
Not quite. Here, let me let you frame it up. Rip. It's like the weak
There's
point of the
nothing to
west.
see here.
Yeah. And this poor son of a gun is also in this cutscene, probably. Alright. Let me go find where Thancred went. I'd offer him a drink, but considering what happened to me recently, that seems like a poor excuse. Oh, that's gonna make things very awkward. Aymeric was also like, we should get a drink sometime. I have to be like, no, I don't do that anymore. What? Drink. Anything.
Well, this time now you just make sure to just put the bottle, see the bottle beforehand.
Well,
I can
no,
only
you just
I
stand
can-
out in the rain and absorb things through your skin. That is
Yeah.
the
Yeah, I
only
was
way
about-
you take in water now.
I can only drink highest quality water that I have distilled myself, as I am
Well,
an alchemist.
I get my water locally sourced. You just see a warrior of light just fucking at the river.
That also does make it funny that when I finally
yeah, Warrior Light only drinks purely organic, non-GMO water. Just, dunk their head in a fucking lake.
pretty
Yeah.
good. I was gonna say this conversation is kind of funny because when I did get the full version of the game and bought it, in addition to the shitload of high quality eggs Loth gave me, he also dumped like 199 of the Eorzean Red or whatever on me. That's currently in my Chocobo saddlebags because it was just sucking up space. Which you do not drink, you only pop.
Listen,
That is
it's almost a tradition to pop one at the end of a dungeon or whatever. Just. I need to pick up more actually. I only got 280 left.
There was a guy I ran into randomly, and we were both just like, man, you got a cool outfit. And as soon as I hit my Realm Reborn red, I see that he's also pulled his out. I'm like, yes!
Let's go.
Same brain!
One brain cell. Let's go.
Might as well take the shield.
No. Why would I bother? I have the only shield I'll ever need, Axe.
Also, when is Omega gonna get paladin up to this level?
I don't know. Every single time I have a moment to do some leveling, like, Axe goes off and does a third thing, and I'm like, well, I don't have 4 boys, so... Or we're
That
in
does
deep
remind me. I
inventory
do
mode.
hope that, like, if we ever do another gear rework, I hope that everyone gets, like, an offhand thing.
It is kind of like, you've talked about that before, it is kind of weird that, like, most classes don't even bother, let alone, like, even classes that technically should. Like, Red Mage, the weapon icon is both the focus and the rapier. Keep in mind, your focus goes in your offhand. It's just, I guess
could
they
do
didn't
that,
want to
but-
overcomplicate the game by giving you, like, 2 separate gear drops to do.
Well, usually like paladin, they make it bundled.
Yeah, no, they
Well,
used
yeah,
to
but
not.
you still...
Yeah, they used to not axe.
Also true
Yeah.
in that still happens while leveling Paladin. I do not necessarily get better shields and better swords at the same time. I think my sword as Paladin is like the level 36 one because that's like the best one you can just buy, and I just haven't happened to see a better one drop while I've been leveling.
Sorry, Omega said something and it just made me think, better shields, better swords. Papa John's.
So,
The guy was
just
fucking
quickly, that Sprout left that cutscene. I put in Sage Chat, nothing to see here. Sadly, no response.
Oh no, they were probably just confused. What am I doing? I need to go back to Aymeric. That's what we're doing. I'm leaving the Falcon's Nest. Nothing good ever happens here. I think that's actually true. I think I've just done like a bunch of fetch quests here twice.
Yep, that's a buddy boy called Tom too.
I've never considered it, but like, yeah, nothing actually really good outright good has happened there.
Like, technically in that zone, we did do some of our interesting, it's right now, you always go too far. It's literally the one down. I don't know why I start scrolling so fast.
There has been one good thing that's happened in Falcon's Nest, and that's only because of a dumb quest line. Which is, technically, it's just right outside of it. It's the guy with the button.
I shall proceed to the seat of the Lord Commander. Oh, hey, your countliness.
The greatest of men.
Oh, hey, I'm number 1 on the roll waiting list. Yay!
Yay!
Sweet. Charge just popped. Please don't be something awful.
To fucking whip my head around, I'll double check with Thancred.
I just never noticed like how like I don't know how you use that sword he's got because it looks really blunt.
Did he actually hit me? He mostly used it for blocking when he was fighting the Warrior of Darkness earlier, so I don't actually know.
Of course you pop when I pull out my fucking retainers. No, I'm getting my fucking retainers. I don't care.
Isn't that why you got 60 seconds? Yep. It's 40 seconds, isn't it, actually? Seems kind of odd.
I'll see you guys in the century.
Uh-oh, what are you doing?
A trial from Endwalker Bridge Quests.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
I'll be here for a while.
I just sucked in a breath.
It's because it's long or because it's just going to be wiping a bunch?
It's a little
Depends
bit
on
of
the
both.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no. I didn't expect... I'm now at 86.
A lot of people say meowdy nowadays.
Yeah, I see that a lot.
Meowdy.
Yeah. Only makes sense if they're a,
Their name is Pew Pew! Oh, it's hilarious. The first Pew has 3 W's, the second one has 4. And yes, they are a cat girl. With glasses! They double dipped in traits!
So, this reminds me, I was talking to a Meganoid about Cursed Halo, and one of my favorite things is that there is a laser gun in there that is literally just called the Pew Pew laser.
I'm still remembering, what was it? Yeah, it was Fallout 3, I believe, that had the Ways of Wife.
What about the missile launcher, though? You turned your missile launcher into a grenade launcher.
Oh, the person said that they're new, so our tank's being like, okay. Oh, our tank is Pew Pew, and our tank is all like, we will go slow. And I'm like, yeah. I have no abilities, though. All I can do is stab.
Oh, thank fuck with better gear this goes faster. When this came out, this used to take a while to do.
Well, I expect, because it's patch content, this would be... We're releasing you the items you need to be at latest level for this shit, around this shit.
It's funny, because this is the first trial of patch content. The previous trial was... the later one was actually much worse. Oh, sorry, much easier. I'm getting my words fucked up.
Words.
Help! Help! I'm being comboed! I can't word.
I've gone back to a place in Endwalker, and I've listened to a song so many times that I hear it in my head and it makes me cry.
I'm guessing it's the Garland and that one.
It's To the Edge.
To the Edge. Yeah, no, people cry about that one. Especially when they think about
the cutscenes again today.
Especially when they think about Silken having cancer and composing that song.
I learned about that from the comments when I was watching the cutscenes again.
Ah, okay, I know where you are. Took me a second.
Sorry, we're building up to this grand melee, and Thancred's like, Emmerich wants Hilda's guys, right? I'll go check in with her right now. Of course you fucking will, Thancred.
And I also saw you chose the top option. I chose the second one.
No, I
personally.
chose the second one.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
It looked like you chose the top one. Cool, we've hit phase 2.
Phase 2.
Phase 2.
No, I happened at phase 2. Someone put a flower, so the cutscene has the fucking white mage flower. But no, it's like, oh, phase 2, cutscene starts, and I'm just like, I just hit my my burst thing. There goes all my cooldowns.
Are you doing the green one or the red one?
The green one. Yep. The red one is easier.
It is. It still takes a while though sometimes.
I can't explain what happened. I didn't acknowledge that I did do the Eden raids.
Yes.
I'm so happy that they did, because that was a lot.
Look, if you do the side content, they make it worth it.
Yeah, the game gets better and better at about actually working on that stuff.
I think it's by Stormbloods when they start acknowledging it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe I have heard that. Yes, that like for instance, because we've talked about this before, Alice comes back more in Stormblood after being basically entirely absent from Heavensward, and there are some different interactions you can get with her based on whether or not you've actually done binding coils or not.
Yes.
Yeah, Lucky and I, when we first met her again, she was just like, oh, it's a shame we didn't do the coils nonsense. I'm like, oh, right.
Yeah, I felt so, like instantly guilt tripped. Like, oh no.
I just thought it was really fun to see like people of like a grand company call me captain. It was just like an interesting thing because I think if you're in the you're on the sands actually. Never mind. If you're in the sands, you get to hear in cutscenes your rank be said. That's always not as fun.
The sands?
The Immortal Flames. That's what it was.
I was about to say, what current company is called the Sands?
I heard it as the Immortal Sands, but it's like those Immortal Flames.
We are the Sands Undertale.
Yeah, LeBron always calls you by your rank.
Great.
I'm being punched!
I don't think Merweb calls you by your rank, but it's probably because she doesn't call anyone by rank.
I'm trying to think. I don't. She has acknowledged me as part of her grand company, I think, in a couple of cutscenes so far, but I don't remember if my rank has actually been used by her specifically. Other people
No,
do.
probably second man though will.
Okay, so I'm going to the pillars.
I do find it hilarious that even if you reach like a captain, you know, like I think like 04, 03, they still don't like give you any fucking duties. They're like, we can't stop them.
Yeah, mostly what you get is when you're higher ranked is just they're like, oh, okay, you're cool. We can actually make sure to like let you know about some of our big shit.
You also use your own squad to manage.
Oh, that's right. That is a thing I unlocked and then completely forgot about.
That's the only way you can get to the highest rank is finishing the squad stuff.
I'll have to do that sometime then, probably.
No, my eyes!
It's literally an idle game thing. You just set it up and you let it.
Where'd me show me 3?
Flash out.
Maybe just my vision damage, but I've yet to be flashbanged by that yet. I need to.
No, that sounds dangerous to add a flashbang sound effect to the soundboard.
Yeah,
no. We need gun cocking, but I don't know if we actually need any other weapon sounds.
Oh no, I have a non-skippable scenario happen.
Oh, you've got like a warning saying there'll be several cutscenes playing?
No, it just cannot be skipped. Do not have Duty Finder open.
Yeah, it's a long one.
Oh, these might be ones that also involve duties.
Interaction stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Axe, have you got to This is Thancred?
Oh, he's past that.
Oh, he is? Okay. Oh, that's right. That's when you enter the area.
Yeah, that's the virtuous mission.
Yeah, that was like a long time ago, and I was really happy about. I don't want to go specifics, but it was great. I sucked at that whole sequence, but it was fun.
As long as you got through it.
And yeah, a Monolane growth? Question mark.
What?
Madeline's having his moment.
He's enduring hardship.
You know, I finished. I was like, okay, I'm free, I'm out, and then the first thing I see is a Madeline just leaning against the wall, soaking.
Yeah.
Yes, he does.
I had to give him my best, laser beam stare. He was like, "Oh, woe is me! I cannot decide what I must do."
I at least.
Thanks for listening, you guys. Go.
I at least enjoy the bit of like the Warrior of Light is not a mute person. It's just that you just don't actively say lines all the time.
Well, no, you actually have a lot of things to say. It's just they don't want to actually give you a voice. Do you know how many times you've had to explain situations that you've just randomly showed up?
It literally happened earlier. They did the fade to black because Amaric and Count Edmund were like, "What happened?" And then you just look at Thancred, you look back to them, and you do the talking with your hands gesture and move on. It is entirely possible that they could, because you do pick a voice, they could get, quote unquote, your voice actor to read lines like Dragon Age style. The later Dragon Ages, anyway. The original, you weren't voiced at all. Even though you very clearly were saying quite a lot of things. That game was very wordy. But it's probably just not worth it because a lot of people, have their own personal associations and feelings and stuff about their Warrior of Light. So it's, easier to just let it ride on the power of imagination.
Oh god, that reminds me about how Yoshi P once actually answered the question about if they would ever actually add romance to the game. And Yoshi P was all like, well, that's a fun thought. We can't do that because otherwise people would get way too upset about other people having Y'shtola.
I was also thinking people also said they have not being able to share a Stinny.
To share
I was using it as
not to have them to himself, but to
I
share
wish to
him.
speak with you before the Grand Melee.
No, but it's one of those things like.
Place.
Look, you're not part. He's not part of your harem. You're part of his
Proceed.
harem.
But it's just one of those things of like, since everyone will be
do you
playing the
do
game,
that,
everyone has their own view,
How do you
and
lead
people
with
they think that
such
people would find it
certainty
weird if
when so many of our countrymen will not hear
everyone
of peace
was
with the Dravanians?
like doing
Dating
things.
Y'shtola.
Yeah,
So,
it's. I also like that Yoshi P understands his audience perfectly. This is like me calling shots at chat in
one
Fail
moment.
Trail last time.
Lucky, you might want to go join Alter. I'm an unskippable thing, so I can't go join him for it.
I'm literally mid-dungeon.
Oh.
I'm out.
You must lay in the bed you have made, Axe.
I'm out of dungeons. I'm currently dancing at Omega, but right now I'm on stream hanging out with you guys. Alton knows this.
Some of them hate you almost as
should
much
know
as the
this.
dragons themselves. They decry you
Also,
as a
Axe,
patricide in the
if we told you
streets.
to go,
They even tried to
maybe
kill
go
you
help
for
Alter, why
God's
did you go
sakes.
commit to something that
Yet
would
still,
prevent you from
you
doing it?
march on, undaunted.
Dad, did you actually get a warning
when
about
no
this? Weren't they like, hey, you're gonna
archbishop
see a
dared to
shitload of
tread?
unskippable
What
cutscenes.
is your
Are you sure you want to do this?
Where do you find the strength?
Timing of it worked. This is about weird timing.
To quote, Thancred, you have to live with your choices.
Oh, yeah.
You have made this decision.
Whoa,
I'll be
but it's the actions of my own consequences.
You.
Well, if I ever told you were a treasure.
No, you told me
That's-
I'm a menace.
That's fun. That's
you can
both
do
of those
both
are funny.
things.
For centuries,
A menacing
our nation
treasure.
has been punished for the
He's
sins
a
of our
mimic.
forefathers.
Yeah, no, I'm just thinking of Mimit with just the fucking menacing.
It's an Australian mimic.
Yeah, just a treasure chest. Just no.
Yeah, I'm so used to
If our
Australian treasure
punishment is to
chests, and I'm
end,
just like, so a treasure chest.
I
then, huh?
believe we must right
It-
the
it's
wrongs of
literally just
antiquity
every time
and
you look at
move
a treasure
forward
chest
as
in
a
a Dark
nation
Souls game.
united. Needless to say, my father did not
It does have
share
lots
this
of energy.
opinion.
Just stun this nerd because I can.
He did not believe the people strong enough to bring about their own deliverance, trusting only in himself.
Yes,
Tyranny
Archbishop
that.
Thornton
seemed to him the only
was a control
solution.
freak.
But I have faith in the people, Lord Amanalaine. I have faith
Oh no,
that
the
they will
scurvy
weather
dogs!
this storm and overcome every trial
They
have
we
scurvy!
set before them.
I know where.
Many have fought and died to see this blight upon our
stab
nation's
him.
history cleansed,
No, the
and I
mutts!
would not let their
Oh, he's so
sacrifices
small.
be in vain.
Oh, I just realized they have red bandanas.
I want to believe.
Here is Lucky talking about how cute the mutts are, while I'm manually just getting a talking to.
Lord Commander.
He's not getting a talking to. He literally asks Aymeric,
Has been cast over
you know, why do you fight?
The opportunity to make amends.
And Aymeric,
Tell
unlike
me.
us, actually responds.
For
And
whom
my-
do you fight?
And my thought is just like, geez, Aymeric, you need to write this down and like distribute this to fucking Ishgard.
There's a reason why a lot of people call him Baymeric.
I, Emanelaine de Forton, do hereby request leave to take
So
part
he's
in
got
the
a good
grand
voice,
melee.
and he's an actually like. Nah, never.
He's a nice
mind.
boy.
I have to stop myself.
He's also just hot.
Yeah, he's a.
Well, and
60
also,
Amazon man.
we got through this.
Also,
when
he's
we-
a blue elephant.
Who am I to deny such a heartfelt plea? We would be honored to have you join the fray, my lord.
That felt like a fucking ambush out of nowhere.
Same voice actor, I'm guessing, or
What?
or is it? I thought you meant like a blue elephant as he voices a blue elephant in Endwalker.
No! Love, I know you've seen the fucking blue elephant in Ishgard.
Oh, that's him?
That's him!
Jesus fuck.
What? I'm lost.
So if you go to their house and jump over the ledge, weird thing to say, I know, in game. There was a hot spring area, and there was a half-naked Ellison man who's going, this is a great place for a hot spring. And then in walks a fucking guy in a blue elephant outfit. The guy looks up and says, "This is the kind of elephant in the room I can get behind."
Yeah, no, that's what Aymeric wears when he wants to go out in the skies.
Oh yeah, because
That's pretty
he is like one of the most famous people in the entire goddamn country.
Also, he got shanked once.
So yeah, no, he will wander the residential ward in that blue elephant costume. I don't know if he goes to the firm.
I gotta go trigger that conversation now.
It's fucking dumb. I love it.
But before that aside, what I was going to say was also I think Aymeric endears himself when he's introduced, in the AAR bridge area, because despite the fact that they talked about how much of a pain in the ass Ishgard is, like all expansion, and it kind of is, other than your boy Harshvan, but when he shows up, he's just like really polite and very helpful and supportive to you, and in no way is responsible for the shenanigansing that happens to you at the end of A Realm Reborn, and then that continues throughout Ishgard. So it's not really shocking, but it is very entertaining to see how players respond to characters. If a character gets in your way or inconveniences you once, they're the worst character. People were real down on Minfillia for getting kidnapped twice. Technically, she volunteered that one time, and the fact that she constantly gives you quests. Well, now, chat, the developers exploded her, so that's the result of your words and deeds. But Aymeric is just helpful and supportive, and we're yes, he is my favoritist.
If anything happened to this man, I'll kill everyone in the country and then myself.
Yeah, well, that almost happened when he got shanked. There was riots and shit. But this is a microcosm of tabletop RPGs. It's always funny, the character that pisses off players the most and they latch on the most is just the rando who is in the way of their crazy schemes. But you find one character who's just a reasonable person and helps them out, and they're just this NPC is my favorite.
Okay, so
For
in the
all
course
my
of
other
doing this one dungeon, I have went
am
from
still
level 17
Lord
to
Commander
22,
of the Temple
as God
Knights.
intended.
Nice.
And I would not soon
That's how
yield
it
this
be.
duty to another.
Wow.
Hang on.
Like the bonus stat.
The esteemed Sir Emeric leading the Temple Knights and the Watch into battle along with my youngest. I could wish for no more.
Then you wish for too little, my lord. There is another who might yet join the fray. An indispensable ally to whom we owe much and more.
Oh, God damn it. Sorry, since
An
I started
adventurer
following
beholden to
Walker
none
Crows
who
on Twitter,
nevertheless
I've just
chose
been
to
seeing
champion
it.
our cause, who has shared in our
Just
suffering
unmitigated, just
and in our
nonsense.
glory.
I mean, that's what Florka Crow does. Listen, this is the man that put fucking anime thigh highs on gamer subs.
But look in the Crow General.
Hang on.
I'm right back. I'm gonna go give some advice.
Oh, this is good. Better call the men's therapy hotline. Hey, man, it is what it is. It is what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that was men's therapy for like the past, 200 years.
Sometimes, you gotta intersperse it a little with it. It do be like that, though.
Yeah. And once in a while, if you're feeling potentially ornery, quit your bitching.
I am privileged to call a friend. There is no one I would rather have fighting by my side. I ask this in full knowledge of your obligations.
Since Alter
and
has
will not
actually
think
put out a
less of
public
you
cry
should
for
you
help, I will
refuse.
go.
But if your conscience will allow it,
well, you are free
might
for
you
your
oblige me, my friend. One more time.
I guess I shall go assist as well. Let's see, where is Omega currently at?
I'm about to do the
Fucking
grand melee, so.
Solo duty.
Ah, yeah, it is a solo duty.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I'm pretty sure that's got to be me myself. So we'll rock that shit.
You and several of your friends show up to the grand melee.
If you guys aren't back somehow by the time I finish it, which is doubtful, I'll go. Actually, I don't even know if I'm anywhere near a duty or trial or anything either. But I'll probably go poke fucking Hildebrand instead.
You've returned. What's the problem?
It popped right before I got in there.
Oof. Well, we're free to chill.
Of low battery, and they're like, nah, fam. I'm like, okay, fine. Fuck you guys. I'm out.
I was literally saying goodbye to Omega because he's gonna be in a solo duty. The timing.
I cry eternal. I'm gonna go fucking stab people. 'Cause that makes me feel better.
Together we shall give the people a
Just, like, clap his
spectacle for
hands
the
or something,
ages.
because that-
A
I
celebration
heard like a
to
slap,
mark the
and that went
dawning of
perfectly
a
with
new era.
Omega's character.
Oh no, that was me doing the same gesture.
Okay.
After I did it, I was about to bring up that I did my punching gesture, but I didn't actually talk about it. I guess it just synced up with the stream delay. Fully. I did it again. I'm doing a lot of punching my palm.
Such devastation!
Oh, Omega, you've teleported a few feet.
Yeah. I went in the office and then I auto left the office.
Actually, if I'm pretty sure if I record if I
Don't
turn
turn
off the
around.
sound effects, and I could probably get a good copy of such devastation. It was not my intent, and I could probably chop that up.
Oh, hey, Pretzel.
Hello.
What's up, my dude?
Not much. I see you have 3 outcasts in the other channel.
They're doing Endwalker stuff.
Ah.
And we were gonna go assist them, but their queue just popped.
I also heard somebody quoting Gaius.
How very glib.
The soundboard is a hell of a thing.
How cute. I get a victory emote from this. I wonder if I'll win the Grand Melee.
Oh man, I can't wait for the Grand Melee where you get to punch Nanamo in the face.
She is in the scene for some reason. Raban is also there. I assume he'll be doing the heavy lifting for his faction. Then again, with Raban and his being down an arm and stuff, it would be interesting if he just used like a paladin moveset, but instead of a shield throw, it's just Nanamo body check.
No. You just see Nanamo attached to his stump.
Nanamo cannon?
Yeah.
It's like
Instead of
Angelo
rocket
cannon.
fist.
No, it's like the Angelo cannon. Listen, I don't know who thought it'd be a good idea to attach a dog to a fucking crossbow and fire it, but FF8 was on some shit. They were taking drugs on that game. No one can convince me otherwise.
I mean, I feel like I don't actually know if anybody was actually literally taking drugs, but I think just the pacing of development with a lot of those PlayStation era games was just like, what do? We have literally 12 months to make this game. What do we do? What is your idea, Bill? And, like for Final Fantasy VII, it's like submarine mini game. Shit like that. For 8, it's,
Like how fast
shooting
can
a
you code
dog
that?
across
A week? Do it! Go, go, go!
Oh, I already coded it. Cool, we're throwing it in. Give me more concept art, more belts. He's just whipping out character sheets.
I gotta love every time I load in and see a new name, like Albert Einstein.
The newest of names.
I'm still a little particular about fucking QQ. Well, let's go do a stabbing.
By the way, I've recently learned that there's a mount that I have to pursue with all my life now. It is
What
a
is it?
flying bed.
Oh, you craft that.
Yes, I have my crafters at the appropriate level.
There was something.
He's
rare
been
about it.
preparing his entire career for this.
There was
Yeah, it's the you have to get it from like the last floor of the treasure map dungeon.
Ah, that's why. Yeah, no, and if that means if you buy it on the market board, it is prohibitively expensive.
About like 600k.
I got enough.
But
but
those maps are also offered in the Moogle event.
oh, they're the level 80 maps.
Yes, they're the Sonir skin maps that are also corresponding with the ostensibly fancy Time War maps.
If I could get like 4 or 5 of you guys, I got like
Wait,
7
no,
of
Omega.
them. Oh.
I believe you can just hit the Aethernet shot and just teleport to the gates. Okay.
Oh, right, I could go to the gates. You're way behind, though. That was a long time ago, buddy. That was like...
Oh, Jesus Christ, I hit live and you're here.
Yeah, we're going. That's why I'm saying, like, oh, no, I've already left.
But
right, I did touch all the Aetherites. I can go outside the gates.
If we can get like 4 or 5 people, I have 7 of those maps just chilling in my inventory because they stack.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
I need to get more of those.
Yeah, no, every Moogle Tome event, I always try to pick up like 4 to 6.
Hey, it's me from like 30 levels ago.
Yeah, I know, right?
In fact, if I class change to Paladin, this is literally what I look. Well, not entirely. I've got everything but the chest piece of the like iconic Paladin set. But my chest piece is this set of chainmail.
You show up and the other guys are just like, okay, we surrender.
There was Thancred did talk about that, about how like he wondered if us joining would be illegal.
A walking war crime. Waiting to happen.
By the way, how have you been farming the Moogle tomes this time around?
Praetorium.
I hate so many cutscenes.
Yeah, but that means you ain't, constantly pushing buttons.
True.
You do
If
a
it wasn't,
thing.
if it,
I was going to say, you do a thing, you wait, you do a thing, and then wait.
Yeah, no, I do think people are right, though. If it wasn't for the fact that I don't want to be constantly on forever, I would probably do Alexander and just smash those out constantly, but...
I don't have that one unlocked.
I should be surprised, but I'm not.
What is that Alexander one again?
It's the Heavensward raid series.
The castle outside Idleshire.
Do you have any normal raids unlocked?
I've got one that I'm currently doing, like, called Blood of the Emerald, which is where you get to the mech fights.
For the honor and the glory of
That's a
Ishtar.
trial series.
That's a trial series, but also it's fun. So do it, yes.
Yes, we all nod.
Oh, I know where I'm going. I'm going to the damn Cutter's fucking place.
Right.
Not Cutter's Cry, the Cutters.
Oh.
Nanamo has to stand on an apple crate. No, she's got a stepladder, literally.
Yeah.
All is ready then.
It's great.
Very well.
They didn't invent the all lifter yet.
Brave men and women of the Eorzean Alliance, let the
Why are we
great
making
melee
Nanamo make this
begin.
announcement? She has to project so much.
For some odd reason, she's the only one who ever does the big announcements.
I mean, she is
Well,
their
I'm gonna be
most
real. If it was
marketable.
the Admiral, she'd be all like, "Fuck off, you kids, and play nice."
No, she would just start everything by just shooting her gun in the air. Bang! Go.
And then some poor fellow in the distance who gets shot.
And you just hear,
Why are you called a musketeer? You have a bow. Where are my machinists?
Also, honestly, I remember there being machinists when I did this.
It probably should be. I'm pretty far in that quest.
They're hard stuff. One's an archer.
Scarlet, we need to pick a day to look like this.
No, I didn't know. I grabbed these trap quests as a boy and some of them with any.
I mean, you can't just turn them. You can't just abandon them and grab them.
Wait, I've already got them all checkmarked.
You can still abandon them. If you don't mind redoing the work.
Yeah, no. I'm too smart.
Here to here. You as well.
I don't want to have to fly across the entire map again. Look, the pixie area is too big.
That is true.
When do we get, like, I know we can get writing maps that increase our mountain, but when do we get something that just increase our overall? Become sprinty.
Oh no, pull up on the phone.
Hey guys, never mind that I'm part of this squad. It's okay.
I think the whole like company tournament that.
I mean, it's pretty cool. It's just very funny that I'm like, Ishgard doesn't have a grand company, and so, you know, they recruit me, and I'm like, technically, I should be working with, the, you know, the Maelstrom right now. But, you know, the Ishgardians offered me asylum when I was accused of that thing that happened. It didn't happen.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
what was that again? You know, pointed look.
Technically, we still need to kill the dude that orchestrated the whole thing, but...
No, he did not orchestrate the whole thing. The guy who orchestrated the actual assassination attempt is fucking dead.
No, he did, what was it, abet and abide?
Yeah. Like, he allowed the attempt to happen under his own discretion because he really didn't want Nanamo to dissolve the fucking monarchy.
Yeah, and we still, you know, lost a lot of people. Technically, Minfillia died.
Yeah. And Y'shtola and Thancred have permanent injuries. Again, seemingly. I'm pretty sure something is up with. Oh, hey, Pippin. Sorry, I'm stabbing your back right now. Give him a wheel of booty. Hey, where the fuck are you guys going? Are you running from me? Oh, you're running to mob Lucy. Why are you running?
Pretty sure you can probably do an AoE.
I can. I just need those to charge up because I'm doing them a lot because there's a lot of men. I am standing side by side with my tank.
I remember doing this as fun to like fucking spam fucking everything all the time.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna go head on and on the walk for the last and get everything.
Die. Now let's pivot again.
Oh. let me finish the one I'm currently running and then I'll join you. Hey, I said that I forgot to do the playlist.
Man, look at this.
This has been a rich piece of meat.
Oh my god!
Oh no. I completely opened up the
I am about to post a thing. Hold.
Ha! I have the tether.
Concern?
I'm gonna put it in crow, so it's.
Oh, this.
Oh, yeah.
We shared earlier.
Okay, fine. I guess that's due to me, and I guess that counts for nothing. I'm gonna go cry by myself. Now, goodbye.
Why is there a Cyclops here?
Am I misremembering things? I thought it was like he shared this earlier.
Every time I think Terminal Montage has put Ganondorf in a thing, he's always just jiving.
Where was I remember seeing like someone show this? I forget.
Jesus Christ, Thancred. How much do you lift? How many push-ups? How many sit-ups? How much juice did you drink?
You've got the power of God and anime on his side.
Factually correct.
Yes, that's why I thought it was fitting to say it.
As he just fucking cold cocks a Cyclops and runs away.
Teflon died with the fucking tree branch.
This would be very ironic if I used my my left hand's title. However, my current title is appropriate. I am currently listed as House 410 Knight.
Okay, I'm over it.
Nope.
Oh, you were gone?
The Ring of Fire!
Someone came back.
Me.
Yeah, welcome to Raban Hall.
Not Robotic Street?
Man, if he had both of his arms, well, how fucking powerful would he have been?
Raban Extreme is a different story we'll get to. There is a very famous wall, and we'll talk about that when we get to it.
Motherfucker didn't even have his visor down until now.
But I have a weird question. Did him losing an arm make him stronger, or is it more just we never get to see his actual true power?
I mean, you do get to see his actual true power. Do you remember when he fucking went apeshit?
Yeah, but his arm got cut off. I guess
that was he obliterated you know, what's his face, Dorito in one hit.
No, Teleji. Lolorito's the
yeah,
guy
right.
who
It's
didn't want to.
all right. I guess I'll start tanking by starting this fight, Robot. Nice of you to wait for me.
Yeah. Also, hey Raban, where was this friendly, I don't know, fire circle the last time? You went up.
It would have been bigger than that entire room. Aha! You think you're going to get me with that shit? I am a dragoon, sir. You draw circles on the ground, I shall jump out of them. Okay, I can't get all 5 buttons because I'm level fixed. Emmeline, maybe it's not the best time to call me old girl. Especially because Robot is very old compared to me and is gonna fucking beat my ass if I'm not careful. Where the fuck are you drawing these weird semicircles, my guy? Ow. Me.
See if you can kick him in the shins.
No, I tried that. That didn't work.
You just gotta push everything into him.
Duty failed.
Yeah, and now I got to do all that again.
Yep. No one will fault you to go to easy or very easy.
And I don't want to go to easy. I just needed to do the DPS check better. It's just the fact that it's you have to do the melee part because you don't get into the duel with Raban until like organically you get really high up in the points, and then you got to do it again because there's another solo DPS check. Is like, okay, guys, I wish we could be a little more checkpointy about this. I get that we could just go very easy, but like, I don't necessarily need to do that. That guy, what's back here? What are you doing? Fucking hiding, little baby man. It'll go a little faster this time. I tried just killing more people, but it seems like the game really wants you to actually target the chain ones. Folks.
Occasionally hearing an exhale every so often.
I'm like you. Kind of a baby.
Yep. And grab me your mic, keep your mouth shut about what you're doing. Yes, it's a very cool part of End Warfare. But not everyone's there. Holding a bag and just constantly pushing a guard away from him. As the guard's like, no, we have to check your bag, sir. Say something, Lucky? It sounds like you were about to start and then cut off.
Sorry, I was way too slouched in my damn chair. No, I just said, no, my cabbages.
I think there's a board game based on that guy.
I believe it. You'd be surprised.
I believe I saw a dumb thing which was one of the newer novels instead of money or buy experiences.
I really thought you were gonna say NFTs.
I wouldn't put it past it.
Board game Monopoly. Play till the end, and then everyone loses because all the stock prices drop to zero.
Wait. If you're playing Monopoly for NFTs, wouldn't it be physical cards means that you're not NFTs because of that symbol?
Well, you
no, see, the physical cards are just a link address.
Yeah, no.
In order to actually see the pictures, you need to type it into your computer.
What's the code?
No. You have to type it in. QR codes would be too much fun. Oh yeah.
Alright, it's gonna get me again. Fuck! I did all my buffs.
You got him down.
Yeah, but I just can't. He charges too fast. I guess I'll have to go to easy because I don't want to be doing this literally all night.
Ah, okay, so I may have to rescind my earlier statement. This is Laban EX. Oh my god. Omega, I'm not sure if you remember the last time we talked about this. But this feels, it's got the same energy as, okay, Riku, I know, let's go through this. I've been through this cutscene before.
Yeah, I mean, this is a little different. It's a literal DPS check, and I'm just like, well, I did all my buffs. At this level, I don't know how to do more damage faster than just push button. And it doesn't seem like there's a lot of room for error. Right there, kill him. Yes, you have been chosen to die.
He's like, I'm so excited, look at me, and then he just sees you sprinting over towards him.
Hi, Pippin. Hang on. There we go. Yep.
Don't worry, he learns his lesson.
He was thrown into the ocean.
You're a smart boy.
Smart? Can you figure out how to float?
He is still but I would say man, but that defies my point. But it was indeed last stream that we learned that as a younger lad, he learned how to draw girls to impress them.
Hopefully with their permission, because otherwise...
I believe, yes, that was the idea, was that he would be like, hey, baby, you want a picture of yourself?
This ability of his comes in like several times.
Private.
I think he has to draw a picture like he's one of the
Okay, I really just watched someone walk past a soul laying on the ground, saw this kid, like just
By the way, you ever seen that dead guy in Minfillia?
Oh, tank program?
Yeah, what the heck is that?
Oh, he's yeah, he's our hero. He's holding a Limsa now from flying up into the sky.
Ah, I see. Yes.
Yeah, no, tank program's just one of the it's just ultra Limsa state. It's always just there, dead.
Wait, that's not an NPC?
Nope.
Oh god.
Got share symbol in his name for a reason.
There's a part where before anything came out, he stood up with some group of people, and I think what he said, this is the end of days.
I assume that's why he stood up.
Moving.
Oh no, I've seen Tank Program and one. Remember, I attended that wedding where and Tank Program was invited too. It was great.
Did he like leave sometimes to do when like the patches come out and then goes back?
Yeah, I think so. He stays current on content, but otherwise he just stays AFKs in Limsa. You know, there's a reason that's on a fucking shirt.
and usually it's either there'll be people just fucking
Sitting on
him, weeping on him, making a line to be like, no.
Oh, I remember when he got surrounded by the Wii of the police and everyone in Limsa was just like, free tank program!
I remember that as it wasn't connected, but just like this tank program did, and like forming a line to block the entrance to the market was a bunch of Lalafels with the same outfit going, we are the princesses.
Yeah, no, like, Limsa, I'm pretty sure there's other, like, staples and other things, but no, since I'm, like, on the Limsa main, I just remember, like, we had, like, characters like Twist and Wheels and fucking Force Path and Tank Program, just constantly hanging out there.
There's one that I think actually is. I think there actually is one if you do like fallen heroes and can't really interact with them much.
Oh yeah, the tank program's in the main Aether, I promise. If you're talking about somewhere else, then I don't really know.
What?
I have so many feelings. I'm smiling so hard.
How did?
Stupid.
I'm pretty sure I did enough damage to kill him, and he congratulated me, but he still executed the DPS check, and I died. He literally was in the middle of his dialogue box for "Victory is yours," but I still exploded. What the fuck?
Yeah, I saw that. That was bullshit.
How many? Is it like a weird? Was it like 3 seconds before it was over?
Radon went down to his knees.
Yeah, I mean, his HP bar was gone, and he did, like I said, he started doing the animation, but he'd already executed the part where I explode. Fuck, I guess I'll go to very easy.
Maybe he was programmed by the same guy who programmed those doors in the treasure map dungeons.
Unfortunately, I have to go take a piss break first. I'll be right back, chat.
Cool moment. I can't say anything about it, but I am fucking stupid.
Axe is nerding out over things happening at Walker. If it's that bad, I recommend you leave the VC if you contain yourself.
Is there another VC going on with people doing Endwalker right now?
Yeah, but like I'm ahead
Axe
of
is further than them. So he's stuck in a weird spot where he can't talk here and he can't talk there.
So
he can't talk anywhere.
I said a thing. That's all I need to. I just to say something, and I can hold myself.
I am curious where Axe is. Wait, actually, no. I can figure out exactly where he is.
No, Lucky. He's met a few friends.
Yep.
Old
Yep.
friends.
Yep. Nope. I see exactly where he is.
I've been called a familiar.
Yep. No. Welcome to like. It is not the most wild part of Endwalker, but a part that threw everybody for a loop.
I'm amazed. It's like I see the logic we got here, but I didn't expect we'd go here and the method.
Yep. Nope.
Yep.
We get you.
Like these writers are crafty. They plotted this out for a while.
Yeah, they did.
Yep, it's a hangout with cool Hindu elephant people.
The snap.
Alright, time back.
Welcome back. Yep, back to the Grand Melee on very easy mode.
I mean, I got him that last time, but the game wouldn't give it to me, so we're gonna go... I have my moral victory. I'm gonna go very easy so I don't get weirdly timed out or something. Whoa! Okay, maybe I'll get weirdly timed out by some shit anyway. Am I having connection problems again? Is that my problem? Everybody just fucking jumped like 4 feet in front of them. This is why perhaps for your online game, it's not a perfect mechanic to have, you know, timer-based checks when people's timers get taken out.
Man in the field
Does Australia have better internet than the US?
No.
Oh,
No.
South Korea.
You also notice those places are all a lot smaller than the U.S. and also Australia.
I don't know about the infrastructure.
I think I just defaulted to everything is better than American internet. Alright, that was probably a mistake.
No, we have internet.
Yeah, it's not as good. That's the one thing I know America has better than Korea. It's better.
Why are random birds here?
Why aren't you praying for more birds? Okay, I just realized. Guys' voice acting strangely familiar and I don't know from where. I'm looking it up.
No, remember, he's talking about...
You know, fair. I'll say fair. You can send me DM back so you literally can't get it out.
Fair, but also, Axe literally cannot be quiet about it.
It's fine. I also freaked out during this. I'll give him a pass.
Fair enough.
Starlight Boozy? Sorry.
Yep.
Richard Edgar sounds like a familiar name.
He's a very prolific voice actor.
Oh my god, he's Ansem the Wise.
Well, he's
the Seeker
Ansem.
of Darkness.
Yeah, he's the recast.
Billy J?
No,
Oh, the one
also it's
they-
Billy
they-
Zane, you goofus, is the original. No, I believe they did get Richard Epcar to do Seeker of Darkness after they had to let Zane go. But he's a veteran of a lot of.
Oh my god, guys.
Sorry, I was just remembering just how great it was to hear Felix. And just being like, ah yes, it's time for Saruman to tell me a story.
I mean, Disney has never ever like we could talk about how 3 may have had some production meddling, but Disney has never shirked at getting their real ass voice actors in on these games wherever possible.
Alright, he's also...
I forget, can you skip? Yeah, you can skip this cutscene, right?
Yeah, you can skip all the cutscenes.
Oh.
Apparently can't skip the part where Ron blows me the fuck up.
Okay, I'm gonna ask Axe if you're gonna make noises like that to leave the VC if that's what.
I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm just...
Are you?
No, you're not! You're either hyperventilating or in post-orgasm fucking glow. I need you to stop.
Hyperventilating.
Yeah, because Charlie, who is he? Because you can't blow my mind anymore than Bobobo and Ansem.
Oh, it's one of the main...
Well, I think Ramon's original voice actor is saying one of the best songs in the game.
Okay, sorry,
Axe,
hold on. I
great
couldn't
for
hear
you
what
to talk
Starlight
over.
was sailing. Sailing? Fuck. Sing.
I'm sick.
Oh, this guy's playing the one of the main captains of the third. Nice. My own.
It's my oldest one! Oh no!
Come on, Gabe, don't fuck me. Oh wait, no! It's the fucking swords! God damn it. I'm still gonna lose! Oh wait, no, I popped one sword, I lived. Okay, I got him. It's fucking all... Even though I have effects turned down low, he still creates so many effects I couldn't see that there's targetable swords hidden among his bullshit.
Yes, yeah. If you looked at the left, it was there.
All I just saw was giant pillars of fire coming out of the ground. It was hard to see the red text.
This
That's
is
how
the
they get
most
you.
saucy. This is the fucking.
I did still have to bully him though.
Who else has done rogue in this group?
I have.
I have just met the fucking yellow captain, the yellow jacket captain right now, and I'm all like, I'm
Did
gonna
she
punt
win?
this ball over a
Then
fucking rail.
She is an oddball.
How is this point limiting?
God,
that company?
honestly, doing this, I maybe want to watch Pirates of the Caribbean because it just felt like that.
Yep.
You without doubt the worst rogue I've ever heard of, but you have heard of me. Thancred would say that.
That feels like something Thancred would say.
Victory
Yes.
is ours!
Yeah, no.
I think also Captain Jack would say that.
Ishgard!
I mean, that's literally a line from the movie, Axe.
No. There is a character
Rogue
called Captain Jack.
Oh, the rogue captain is Captain Jack. Yeah.
Also,
Well,
yes,
the
probably.
idiot.
I assume that that's a reference, so yes. Yeah, play the main theme.
I had to disappear for a
Well
second there.
fought. Well fought, my
For Starlight,
friend.
in the end, who was this other person who played?
Oh no. Well, I'm not sure this one means something to you, but it meant something to me a lot. He plays one of the original Digimon villains, Otismon.
Ah.
But he's also been playing one of the main casts from the Lupin the Third anime since the early 90s.
My lungs are burning.
That's
I
actually
can barely
impressive in
stand.
my book. Fucking American voice, English voice acting has been like so sketch and dodgy like over the decades. I'm impressed that he's been able to keep a particular role the entire time.
Yeah, it's a deep cut. For me, the thing that I always remember him from is he's Bato's dub voice actor and always has been since 1996.
That is an iconic Bato voice. It really is.
Yeah. Like,
Also,
honestly-
our other people may remember him is he is the dub voice for Joseph Joestar in Stardust Crusaders and on.
That's great.
I haven't heard this. I haven't heard that dub.
It's all right. I don't know if I can take it seriously because Matt Mercer is Jotaro, and I'm like, I don't know if I can handle that. Because he sounds like Matt Mercer, so it's like, I don't know if I'm going to be okay with that. Then again, it's already really surreal. Lucky, have you ever watched Critical Role?
I didn't think I could do it.
I've seen
But then I
clips.
did. We did.
You
We
would
faced
also
the
probably
lines of
find it a
death,
little
and
weird because
together
I am
with
sure
one
you have
heart
heard
and one
all of those
purpose,
guys
we prevailed.
doing VA stuff. Like Sam Riegel was original Alphino. Liam O'Brien has some very famous roles. He's a certain very important role in the original Nier.
I miss Taliesin.
And then it's
Taliesin is Thancred.
Yeah, Taliesin was Thancred, and he's in here. Matt Mercer GMs, obviously. But you've also got Travis Willingham and Laura Bailey there as well, which is
Laura Bailey. I was like, I know I heard.
Yeah. At some point, I think for when P4 Golden and P3P were coming out, they did promo for it, which is very funny because English Risei is Laura Bailey. Oh, what voice does Liam do? I can't remember. Did Sam Riegel read Teddy at some point? He might have. There's a lot of different.
After 1,000 years of
I
hardship,
remember
of
Sam Riegel
strife
voiced a
and
character from a
bloodshed,
weird
we
JRPG
are
I
strong
played
enough
called
to
Eternal
rise to
Sonata.
any challenge.
Yeah, where you got to
battlefield
play
or beyond.
fucking Fantasy Chopin. Let's go.
Yeah. Federico Chopin is dying. Here's what he experienced in his final moments of weird
The
fantasy.
future holds so much promise.
And everything's
so much
musical
joy.
based.
All your
Only
weapons
show
are
them
fucking
the way.
music.
Everyone's named
Oh,
after
I should
different
put that on my
things.
list of games to find again. I never beat it, and I only played a little bit of it. But
You
that's
never beat it?
No.
I did the Madland thing back in the day. I actually went through and did the New Game Plus stuff.
I mean, that means,
Which
I
is
gotta,
only-
that means I just gotta find it. That was a PS3 game, if I remember correctly.
I played on 360, which had less stuff on it. The PS3 version had
A
more stuff.
truly magnificent display,
As
Sir
is right
Knight.
and proper.
While doubtless less than
Yeah.
pleased,
Well,
I am quite sure the Grand
mean, we
Companies
all saw
are
the Redfall
honored
reviews.
to have been bested by such valiant warriors.
Man,
Listen,
boy,
I was
it's
actually
so
listen.
great
I was
that-
actually planning on making fucking individual console game channels, and I was gonna have Nintendo, Sony, PC, and that was it.
I mean, you can get all the Xbox stuff on PC anyway.
Exactly. I was gonna call it Xbox. I was gonna be like PC.
I feel like you can put that in the description of the channel of being like, you can just do that here too, right?
The honor
But no, I
was
decided
ours,
against
Your
it. I don't
Grace.
think people. I think our games chat is lively enough, and it doesn't really.
I
When
am
people
pleased
want to
to
talk
see
about
that
something different,
Ishgard's
they'll
proud
split up into
martial
groups,
The
you
only
know?
thing we need to do is the, I believe the two threads we already have, the fighting game self-containment, because when fighting game stuff is happening, people are very, very excited about it, and you can't talk about anything else. And then by request, we had to cordon off Xenoblade Chronicles 3, because also people would not stop talking about it, but for some reason didn't want to relocate to Spoiler Channel to talk about stuff. So it was like, okay, you guys have to have your own special room now.
Nintendo fanboys are
I trust
a
you will
rabid
fight
bunch, I swear to
alongside your
God.
brothers and sisters in the Eorzean Alliance with the same fervor you
It's
displayed
like
in
I
Eorzean.
always see the biggest discussions around Nintendo games. The biggest.
Hold on, sorry. I just need to say I love this. There's a moment where in a
noted our
cutscene we got to
friend
see
elected
someone
to
walk
take the
away after
field in
eavesdropping on a
Ishgardian
conversation.
colours.
And then the next quest we get to talk to them. And one of the dialogue options is just straight up, so why were you eavesdropping on us? And the guy just, okay, fine, I'll drop the facade. I'm like, yes! Finally!
You can call people out on their bullshit.
Yes, you can.
I heard somebody talk about the Nintendo fans, and I'm like, yeah, I was thinking to myself, they probably talk about Nintendo a lot if they're not being put into eternal debt by them, just from modding a few games.
This zone is cool, and I refuse to fucking power through it. I want to enjoy this so much.
At
Take
my
your time.
behest, Your Grace. If we have given offense,
But I have
But
to
if you
be
don't
someone who's
mind
really
me.
skipping everything to just get new story.
What's up?
Fear
No.
not, Sir Knight. It was a surprise.
You play
nothing
Final
more.
Fantasy XIV
And
for
any
yourself
hint of your
alone.
feeling was
It doesn't
thoroughly
matter where
dispelled
anybody
by the
else is.
spectacle
You've
of our
already lost
mutual
the
friend's
race.
duel
Lucky
with
is at endgame
General
content.
Rauban.
And so is Love.
I mean, it was never against them because they won before I even started.
Exactly. That means there's no point in the race. It's over already, Axe. There's only the ride.
Yeah, there's no point in a race. Enjoy
Axe
the
is
game.
afraid that if Omega Alter beats him to the end, I'll give him the
On the
officer
subject
position.
of surprises,
Probably do
Speak
that
of the
even if
devil
you
and
did.
the
You
altar
probably,
here.
technically, you probably should have done that
Unity of
anyway,
purpose.
but
displayed
Yeah.
by your countrymen.
he wasn't
Given
playing
the
at the time.
reports
Yes,
we
he's
have
here
received
also.
of late.
I am out of cutscene hell.
Welcome.
Yeah, sadly you can't talk about it.
No, I'm not. Yeah, no.
I shall take that as a
Enjoy
compliment.
not
Your
the
Grace.
feelings.
The events to which you allude are
At
the price
least
What
of
was your
until-
favorite?
The end of the Dragon
I was gonna say,
Song
what was
War
your
marks the
favorite
beginning of a
plot-heavy
new
spoiler that you
era
can tell
for
us
our
right now?
nation
Oh,
and
you
for the
know,
people.
it was that
It was
one.
the-
I and Lowborn
It was the
were
one where we
out
went to the
deeper
place and we
into
saw the
the
dude who led us to the thing that did the stuff that ended very badly,
Ah,
and now we
yes.
have to go to another place and do another thing. Otherwise,
And
things
that's
will
what-
end very, very badly.
And that's why it's called Endwalk.
Yes.
Change is indeed
My
a
very
perilous
favorite
thing,
spoiler related
for
thing
we
is
who
when
seek
Dio
it.
killed the dog.
and they who fear it. I shall
Fair
pray
enough,
for
but that was
Ishtar
Was that like 12
and for you.
That was part 1.
That's part one.
Like 12 minutes in the first episode. I forget like how far into the first episode it was. Like 12 or like 15 minutes in.
The first episode was the entire childhood. Yes, it would happen in the first episode.
Right. I.
Well, that made for a refreshing
watching
change.
Hey, buddy. Did you
Congratulations
win
on
your
your
fight with the
victory, by the way.
Cyclops?
He fucking uppercutted it.
Yeah, but
No,
it
what
got up
Golden
and
did-
chased him off.
What you didn't see is that golden sumo happened in the
Guardians
background.
certainly seem happy with themselves. I, for my
Fucking
part,
right.
am merely glad you did
So
not stray
I was
anything in the
not
process
keeping.
of single
I was not keeping tabs on where Omega was, but I see. He was in the team fight.
The
Yeah.
grand melee.
Yes.
It just turned out there was a mechanic that
His
his
but a
computer
scratch,
system wasn't
I
telling
assure
me
you.
existed.
and I will
Huh.
not
Axe,
suffer you to worry over me.
The next time you say that,
When we have a
I
dozen
will
far more
Kalima
important
you.
concerns.
Why do you hate the PS5 so much? You won't even plug your PS5 in. What do you do? What's wrong? Huh?
I mean, it's still plugged in right next to me. It's right over here.
You don't play on it ever, despite the fact that it's the mightiest console of this generation, the greatest selling. What's wrong with you, huh? Why can't you respect the power of the PS5?
I spent so much money on this new PC, man.
It must be nice having a PS5.
You also spent a lot
Make
of money
that
on this
too,
PS5. Yeah, give Loth your PS5.
Still?
Actually,
You're
the
not gonna
PS5
use it.
was
As
a
you still
gift.
never tires of telling me. We can
Oh, look at
face
that
the
over here. We got a
process.
badass over here.
I'm going
One
to
day at a
break
time.
your legs and then break them
As
again.
Minfillia would have done.
Axe will never escape the bully loop because he can't shut the fuck up. He will always say something.
So Axe, so remember how we said we're gonna play Halo? I found a great way to do so. We're gonna play on Legendary.
So we're gonna play Cursed Halo instead, right?
No.
No,
we're
No,
doing-
he's just
we're doing
threatening you with
lasso.
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 No.
Yeah.
Well, just, you know, if I have to tape the fucking crosshair on my computer, I'm leaving.
Axe.
I mean, I wasn't expecting you to fuck that. You've already bitched out about playing hard barrel trauma. I have no expectations for you anymore.
Cursed Halo is too good for you.
Careful, guys. I'm still
Seriously, it's that much hate. Okay.
Listen, I wanted to record Barotrauma, but you're like, if it's hot, I don't want to do it, so no.
Listen, I had a stressful weekend. I didn't want that stress at me. I also know we yell at each other.
When are you not stressed?
I have degrees of stress.
Lucky makes a very good point.
So, are you trying to tell me that it's on a spectrum?
Yeah.
I think the Barotrauma discussion was also turned out to be. Was that Sunday anyway? I don't remember. What's time?
Yeah, it was Sunday.
That's
We have to do
fine.
something
I'll
else.
just prepare for war against Axe.
They're not red though.
What do I want to do now? Actually,
Well,
it's
no,
almost
but
8
just-
o'clock. I think I'm gonna have to get out of here and get ready for some stuff.
Actually,
That's
wait. That
alright.
reminds me, Lucky. Before you pop out,
What's up?
I remember because I have some dungeons that are some duties that are unlocked on my screen. I think you said you wanted to do one of them with me. I can't remember though. I've got
Which one?
Great Google Library Hard and Some All Hard.
Oh, Great Google Library Hard. I definitely want
Okay.
to do that one. I find that one fun.
All right. Well, if you want to pop off, not to make you stay, you can go ahead, and I won't do that one. Thanks, volunteer.
Well,
for
unless you
Some
want
All
to do them
Hard.
on stream, we can do them whenever.
Yeah.
Me too. Is Anthony right? I'm ready to go.
I feel no pressing need to do them on stream. So. Oh boy.
No, we can definitely do them like. Actually, what is everyone's plan for tomorrow?
I don't know. I'm gonna be in the audio mines for a bit.
I do know that tomorrow morning, my time, I'm gonna be hanging out with my twin again. We're gonna go shopping.
I'm sure we'll find some time for some stuff on 14.
Oh, that's right. You get the victory emote here. Nice.
Okay, it's telling me to go do a quest objective. Meanwhile, a fate is happening nearby. I'm just watching a man get eaten live.
Rip.
I'll post the screen cap I just grabbed. It's pretty awful what's happening to this man.
I think my least favorite fate is this one in like the desert town in Ul'dah, which is like it spawns just a bunch of sandworms in the town. So I was just having a chat with an NPC and I was in the level range.
That one's a mess.
I just got swamped entirely. I'm like, what can anyone do about this by themselves?
So
My
you
lord!
can barely see it, but there's a man standing in that fire.
Yeah.
Such devastation. Is that what he intended?
No, he was here for a pilgrimage apparently.
Thank you for your concern, my lord.
Oh, that's called Pokemon.
But I have largely recovered from my ordeal,
Okay,
and I
bring
have
that one.
naught but several scars.
Okay, I can no longer not hear Ansel the
see.
Seeker of Darkness in that.
And to think I was worried sick over you.
Darkness is the heart's true essence. The heart of Sabik? Well,
That's too full of light.
Every light must fade.
I'm not sure I understand, my lord.
Well, let's put that theory to the
Also, I'm not sure if you'll ever get to it, but canonically, Honowar has more
It
game
would seem
than
that a great
Anali-
many things have
Anali.
occurred in my absence.
I doubt this
I
not.
thought I might begin to make amends by welcoming you in person.
Oh yeah, what the fuck are you
The
doing?
messengers spared not their chocobos to bring us word of your victory in the grand melee.
So, I like how in our party during the cutscene, guys was walking away and like 3 out of the 4 of us just pull out
we
a book.
rejoined the Eorzean alliance, and I glimpsed hope rekindled
Ah,
in the
slap
eyes
this book
of
on
the
your
people.
ass.
Well, remember, the books technically do a lot of DPS damage.
The
if you hit
Fury
them.
herself
Hit
ushers us
people.
into a
Surprisingly
new
heavy.
era. Sir Emmerich,
does
the
all the
time is
damage.
now.
Insert Fire Emblem.
Aye, that it is. Reconvene the
I was
conference
thinking
and
of,
summon
like,
Vidofnir to
Lycion.
Falcon's Nest. We will make peace with
Oh, that
Hrisvelga's
fucker.
brood and hasten this bloody war to its end.
Yes, Lord Commander.
Whack the people with the book if you play with him in days.
I will send word to
And I think
Artorel and bid him
Omega's
resume
hitting the end
preparation.
of 6.2.
Nice.
You will place
Uh,
yourself at your brother's
2.2,
disposal. He will be glad of your
About to
assistance.
say, like, damn, Omega's flying. Just know it.
I just continue to
Omega
speed
would've-
teleport.
Listen, also just if it was 6.2, I feel like Omega would probably never let go that he's the fucking head of me.
You are okay. You know what? I'm not gonna talk about.
He
this
would
anymore
in,
with you.
he like there would be a retort because you keep bringing it up.
No stopping it now, is there?
You are the one who
We should
makes this a
inform you
big
Stolar
deal.
of
As
the
I
others.
said, this journey only exists for you. Just like my journey only exists for me. Where the fuck is your stroll again? Also, actually, what were you guys doing? Did you guys go off to do some Charlie and stuff? I don't remember. I remember Minfillia exploding. And we were all very sad.
My dear friend, I doubt
In fact,
I'll
I'm
ever be
pretty
able to thank
sure,
you
if I remember rightly,
But
Ishtola
when
may
the
have asked me to
conference is
follow after
successfully
Thancred and make
concluded,
sure he was
I
okay.
damn well mean to try.
Which is why we're here.
I think the reason why she asked you to follow him because she goes, it's probably not the best I go after him, considering I caused him to be etherically crippled.
Yeah.
I feel like she should learn a different teleportation spell.
I mean, most of us do normal teleporting and returning. It's just that she did the forbidden version where you don't use it. You don't use aetherites at all, which is bad.
Also,
just dematerializes you, I think.
I believe there is a sort of canonical thing, which is the Warrior of Light just has so much aether they can just teleport wherever. Everyone else takes it in.
I mean, clearly other people can make use of the teleporters, as evidenced by the fact that they get places ahead of me, and I can also canonically teleport. So,
yeah. Oh yeah, hey, the quest for those we can yet save.
Oh, right. I thought that's a quest title.
yo,
Yeah,
homie, are you
it's
okay?
weird, It's
Sorry, and this NPC is just fucking silent enough to be walking on his sword. Dude, are you all right?
Oh yeah, no. Every time at the Ishgard entrance, there is one guy who walks past like that.
Well, that samurai's having a time. I wonder if
Oh,
he's
I
just gonna
know.
walk by that guy, but he just fucking bonked his face on that chain a lot.
You're nearing the end of 3.2. You haven't hit it just yet.
Yeah. See, even though I know that I am ills, as you can hear by like the fact that I do some chuckling and then I go. You know, 14 really just sucks me in.
Yeah.
And honestly, once you get A class anyway, like head of the level curve, and like you make sure that you've got some gear to start with, which I am once again I would like to reiterate, I'm very grateful for Lucky for going out of his way to get me, you know, level 60 gear that was craftable gear that I basically cruised all the way through Heavensward until I unlocked the tombstone gear at the end of Heavensward, which I am now wearing. But like if you just get a little bit ahead of the curve, you know, past some points of AAR that are I think like unfixedly rough. I don't know if there's anything they can do to the Titan preamble to make it not kind of like weird and badly paced. But for the most part, content just schmoves. Like, I don't know if I've really hit a lull. Even when I'm like, wait a minute, are you making me do, you know, go for fetch quest shit? The game is like, yeah, just this once, okay? Like, the game acknowledges it and moves on.
I'm not sure if you can recall, Omega, back when before you even started playing Lucky and I were like, yeah, come join us. You're like, I don't know if it's my type of thing.
Well, because I've played other MMOs and I'm not sure. It's just, people are not kidding when they talk about the critically acclaimed, you know, Final Fantasy XIV. It really is on the ball. Now, admittedly, from what you guys have told me, it was not necessarily would have been to my style until very recently. Like, when did they rebuild the quest lines in AAR and like shave some stuff? Was that Shadowbringers?
It's like a couple, yeah.
Like 4 or 5 years
Sometime.
ago,
Late 2019.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, obviously not like recent, but the game is also like, you know, over, if you account for 1.0, over 10 years old. So
Yeah, that was
it was a decent chunk of its lifespan when it would have been a little more grindy. What am I looking for? I'm looking for Falcons.
So, Mega, just to say the thing as pacing green from someone that does a bunch of, I guess, what most people see as chaff is, I think like they're also usually well done that when you do those, a lot of the side quests overlap with each other, and sometimes even like they feed into like the current plot you're doing and actually like add some extra bits that make it feel more. So
I mean, I think some of that probably comes up from some of the later stuff. I've done some like regular exclamation point quests.
It comes up where later you go in the game where
They do have a little bit of through line, and you are right that they are clustered around levels, obviously, because they are supposed to be a tool for leveling. There is no reason to give you some of these quests.
I think by Stormblood, they do it where they start the side quest now to scale to your level, so it gives you approximate XP.
Yeah. Depending on when you pick them up, they'll like.
Yeah,
That's
so
very
say
good.
for instance,
If you wait.
in Endwalker, for instance, you pick up a side quest and it's level 80 plus, and it go from level 80 to 90, but you gotta have a class at 80.
That's very nice. I like that they do make these adjustments.
It's good.
Some side quests are entertaining. Some are just. I like how this person got in this cutscene right over Alphino. Perfect placement.
Yeah. Also, congratulations! It's time for several cutscenes.
Let's see. Do I want to wait with Alphino for the ceremony to begin, or should I see to other matters first? I mean, let's see. We've been going for like 2.5 hours, and like I said, I am a little sick and tired.
I mean, you could do this as the finale thing and then wrap up immediately afterwards.
Yeah, we'll see some cutscenes. I was thinking
This
about
is
whether or
the
not I was
ending
going
of-
to do some. This is the end of the patch, yeah.
Yeah. And then 3.3, which is the big one.
There's a lot of shit to go. There's a lot of shit there.
3.3. Ooh, man.
I mean, I would like to. This is a very interesting thing before we get into those cutscenes. To talk about pacing, while I feel like it's very easy to move through the content, it is very interesting that like the climax where they put the credits and where the X Pack originally ended was we beat up the Archbishop who became the Knights of the Round, and then Estinian gets blobbed out and Nidhogg's gonna come back and stuff, and. Like that, we're still basically, that's the denouement solve, is we have to actually end the Dragon Song War for reals. And that's only the front half. Like, that's resolving the loose ends we didn't get to in Heavensward. Other than the fact that, like, we're getting the band back together, I don't think we've done anything to actually set up Stormblood yet.
Hey, you've seen the Warriors of Darkness.
That's true. If those guys are going to come back, that seems like an overarching plot thing. That's true.
Who knows what could happen between patches 3.3 and 3.5?
Yeah, that's what I mean, though, right? Like, we're getting to this. I've been doing this for like, I think this is my second full stream of after Heavensward. So.
I can safely say though that patch 3.5 is when they had to kill the PS3 version of this.
Rip.
Oh right, that I remember reading.
Not enough
about
juice. That's so funny, right? Like, I'm playing this on the PS5 version of this game.
A lot of people.
This game was on the PS3.
Yep.
The only way this could get freakier is if you could play 11 on a PS5, which I don't think you can.
They updated the engine a lot as it's gone because they.
But that
wanted to
game
make
was on
sure
the
it's consistent.
PS2.
Oh,
Hey,
they're
look,
well,
hey, guys.
back there. Well, in 7.0, they're gonna do that, next gen.
Yeah, they're gonna juice up the graphics a little.
Yeah, and,
They're probably not gonna.
Like,
They're probably not gonna fuck all the graphics too much. They may add a higher res mode for like better PCs and consoles.
Right.
And they'll probably clean up some of the graphics as well. But I can't imagine a game that is based on the fact that like roughly a bajillion people play it will try to be too strict. They're not trying. They're not trying to do Crisis.
I love the fact that Cryo shows up and it's like, yeah, she's a famous student. She's very knowledgeable. Shows up with her cat hoodie.
Everybody knows her.
Cryo's great.
It's a secure thing.
I was imagining after Omega was talking about the graphics that like they made them make an announcement. Yeah, we're switching on Unreal 5.
She begged leave to watch the proceedings.
Okay, I'm gonna go.
Also, hey, by the way, that lady lived. As I thought she might, taking merely an arrow.
Should I choose to deviate from my prepared remarks, I ask that you trust in my judgment.
Amric's calling an audible. He's gonna go off the teleprompter.
Have I ever done otherwise?
There's a good reason people ship these two.
Look! I mean...
Holy shit, a
I'm
dragon.
The white dragon!
Ah, how long it hath been since our peoples met thus.
I now remember this cutscene.
Children of
I
Even
remembered a
by our
couple seconds ago too.
That's why I said I'm muting up.
Daughter
Alright,
of
maybe you guys
Hraesvelga,
can
we
say
give
maybe.
thanks for your
I
visit.
will do the same.
And bid you welcome to Falcon's Nest.
Everybody goes deaf.
Our sire bade us hearken unto the whispers of our hearts. They spoke to us of a paradise lost, of bonds of brotherhood which they yearn to see restored.
Ours too yearn for such a restoration, and they have guided us here this day, that they might yearn no longer. Brothers and sisters, ye who stand as witness, hearken to me. Since the days of Eld, when the bonds betwixt man and dragon were sundered by our hand, our peoples have known only war. Bloodshed without end, losses beyond counting, and still we fought. Some wounds do not heal. The dead cannot be returned to us. But we, the living, can yet choose another course. Here and now, we can lay down this burden, this hatred, this vengeance. Our forebears fought not so that we could die, but that we might live. So let us honor their sacrifice and spare our children this death sentence. Let us gift them a new legacy. Life.
A little bit of a fast turn, chat.
Betwixt our peoples yawneth a divide deeper than the deepest abyss, wider than the widest sea. Generations will live and die ere this divide is bridged. Knowing this, doth thy heart yet yearn for peace, son of Thordan?
Look now on the legacy we would leave to our children. A dream of peace, inscribed in stone, for generations to come.
Father and his beloved, as they were so long ago, happy and at peace. The dream they shared shall be ours once more.
Textures on that armor look a little googly on my PS5. I'll be indefinitely so they don't have stuff while they're minding their own business. To which Goopistinian?
Child of Dravania, art thou grown so forgetful that thou wouldst forsake kith and kin and consort with the spawn of Thordan? That thou wouldst dare contemplate peace? Listen to me, all of you! The final chorus is nigh, and all will be held to account. All will bathe in the flames of retribution. Till the coming of that day, look you on your sins and despair, for none shall escape my wrath.
7 hells.
Alphino, you seem very surprised. Remember we told you about this.
Damn you, Nidhogg.
Hey, come back here, dick ass.
Hells, take that worm! While he lives, we'll never know peace.
That is true.
Aye, there'll be no end to this war till Nidhogg is dead and gone.
So let's kill the bastard and be done with it. Death to Nidhogg! Death to Nidhogg! Death to Nidhogg!
This guy kind of looks like the warrior, a darkness in disguise.
Death to Nidhogg! Death to Nidhogg! Death to
All right, now it's an
Nidhogg!
angry mob. I was about to say,
Death
it's
to
literally calling it an
Nidhogg!
angry mob.
Death to Nidhogg! Death to Nidhogg!
I also do at least appreciate that they see a giant, scary, like, demigod dragon boy show the fuck up, and their thought is, oh, we'll fight him. Not like, me despair. Guys, you see we're looking heavensward. Also, if the chat will allow me a moment of brevity, I do believe it's very interesting that Aymeric picks up a bow, and I do believe that in some solos or trusts you can do later, probably trust stuff, if you are a tank, you will switch to be an archer, which is very funny. Best time for that jingle.
I'm glad I'm indirectly prompting you to do story.
Hello, Omega.
Yeah, back.
Hello.
Welcome back. I didn't realize you had deaf, and so I just watched. I was watching the stream with no sound.
Oh, okay, yeah. I said I deafened up to make it easier.
Again, you probably said that on stream, and so I didn't hear it.
Yeah.
No true facts.
But yeah, so Nidhogg, eh?
Yeah. Back. Still a prick. I did say, I also said this, I'm kind of, it's not, you know, the best mood. Oh, did I move? I twitched, I guess. About the sticks. It's not obviously the best for the mood, but I do at least respect the Ishgardians for, you know, a giant fuck you dragon appears, and what are they? They're not like, oh no, woe is us, Nidhogg will eat us. They're like, we're gonna fucking kill Nidhogg.
They've been fighting dragons for how long, and it's now being like, oh, he's the problem.
We had a beautiful speech, and then we're like, fucking A.
I at least appreciate it being like, because I originally thought they were going to be deaf to all dragons. Like, no, it's just Nidhogg. Okay, at least that's an improvement.
Yeah, I realized he was being kind of a prick. I also talked about, and Locke I'm sure confirmed this, about that. I guess it's now kind of like a joke in the fandom about Aymeric picking up that bow, that apparently if you do NPC stuff with him later and you tank, because normally he's obviously more paladin-y, he will switch to archer. I've heard that.
Huh.
Yeah, there were some instances like that, like as Omega has said in the Great Google Library, I believe your stolen can be healer or DPS. I think it's just DPS.
And then the best character, Perogo Tank.
Yeah, I did actually, after we did that on stream. Alpha Note.
Forgive me.
Careful.
That took longer than expected.
I have bad memories of piping hot bugs.
Well, he made it himself.
No, there's a reason why he's like, let's go
seem
here and
puzzled.
have hot chocolate,
Oh, these?
because
I thought
another
something
good friend of
warning might
yours
not go
gave
amiss.
you hot chocolate in this room.
At a distinct moment, that was the start. It's almost like we're, you know,
Hang homage.
no, what's the... Sometimes you say the scene rhymes, but that's not it. It's,
Also, those mugs are gigantic. I
yes,
never
the mugs,
realized that.
I mean, they're Ishgardian mugs, so I'm sure they have to be super tall.
For giant
You gotta hold them
elephant.
over. You gotta hold them over in chainmail.
You and I,
Also, remember,
in our very
a
own
German
falling
pint
snows,
is like
as Lord Horsfang called it. I still struggle
Ah,
to
here we
believe he was
go.
gone.
Just outright like,
And Azelle too.
It's just like, hey,
Back
do you
to
remember
the
when
room.
Rushfoot
such
gave us
hopes
hot
for
chocolate in here? When I was at my literal fucking worst moment so far?
It
And I was like,
you were in
yes.
the cold and crying and in pain.
You were very sad. We were
Master
being very
Latour
much
asked
bullied
me
by
what
the
it was all
Crystal
for.
Braves, and it was all your fault.
Why we fight.
That's a lie. It's
and
not all
why
his
we
fault.
die.
He was
Ilbert's
acting
fault,
like it was
honestly.
all his fault, though.
I feel like it was Ilbert's fault, honestly.
It is, and he still
well,
persists.
we talked about
Hopefully
his
we can
fault it
fucking
was.
catch Soros.
That fucker's dead. There's still a few people who need to be kicked in the face.
True.
Were I still commander of the Braves, I would doubtless have replied, for the future
Sorry,
of
what?
Eorzea.
Cool.
But
Yeah.
I'm not.
We were in the middle of one when you asked.
I
Nice.
needed a new answer.
Cool.
Send me an invite.
One that I could live
I have to
with.
correct myself. It's like, I've considered it, but
And when I
if I
saw
feel if I do
Estinian
them,
at
I'm
the
gonna lose all
ceremony-
momentum tonight, and I'm just gonna want to go do something. I'm just gonna go. Like,
I,
lay down.
I
being
do not
sick,
want to
definitely
be a
don't have
man
the
who
energy for Victoria
sacrifices
runs.
his
Well, I
friends
think
and
when I end the
family
stream,
for a
I'm going to
cause.
bed.
I want to
Yeah.
fight for Estinian.
No, my
And I
stomach
want to
is telling me
save
that
him.
after the stream ends, I need to go take care of myself for a bit.
Yeah, it's important.
When Nidhogg
But yeah,
leads the
welcome
horde
to the
into
fun
battle,
thing for
Sir Emmerich and his
3.3.
forces
Can
will
we
do what they
save
believe must
Estinian?
be done.
That is a good
That is
question.
their choice to make. Yet even if Sir
It's a
Emmerich
question
is
that,
willing
that
to
hits a
forsake Estinian,
little bit
I am
different
not.
in the fact that I know there's a lot of expansions, and I'm pretty sure people don't necessarily hide that Estinian exists later. But
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's-
People.
It's more
I
about
will say this.
how fucked up and changed will he be afterward.
I mean, not enough that people stop liking him. But I will say this. At the very least, despite the fact that, you know, you all know, we've just talked about how Hiroshvan has passed away. Despite the fact that, again, that was quite some time ago. This was several years and a lot of patches of content. The fandom are still building shrines. And we pray. We respect.
He was a
Yeah.
good boy.
Yeah.
I need to
His
clip it and
family
share.
loves it.
I need to clip
We
it and
must
share with you
fight for
guys
him,
because
for
good
he
old
is our
Shenpai
friend
at some
and
point in her
ally.
14 streams
We may struggle,
stopped the entire
we may
stream to
fail,
pull up different pictures of
but we must
Ultrafon
try.
and a hand to point at him to be like, this guy should have been the Warrior of Light.
Yes. What's
Not
this
me.
beer
You
in
should
this
have been the
BTSM
chosen
Why
one.
outfit?
shouldn't be?
This beer is in this BTSM outfit going to Pretoria.
I for a second was scared that was you.
No, I'm the idol, okay?
Oh, there he is. There's Sad Estinian.
Who's your
Well,
company
no,
then?
remembering the camping trip you had.
I know, but
all the
after
friends
that,
you
you'll
made
see in
and
this shit
lost
second in
along the
stream.
way. Oh.
So loving that Lalafell drip.
Ah, thank you.
Look, chat, my
I
mouth
opened for
moved.
Lalafell.
We will.
I know we will.
I canonically said a thing. I pushed a button and my mouth moved just because sound didn't
I enjoy
come
that
out.
you do. It just sometimes I wish you actually said more lines.
Similar. Do you remember fucking SOTOR? How much effort they had to put in to be like every character's voice? Like Jesus.
Well, yeah, there are. How many different voices can you pick for Warrior of Light? And that's just for like your like laughing and shit. Yeah.
Pretender.
That's a. Obviously, it would be very cool of them to pay 12 actors and actresses to voice all of your lines and shit and do longer stuff. But it would cost Square Enix quite a lot of money and require a lot of work.
Like, I don't even need to be voiced. I just want like more lines.
So I don't know when Omega's gonna call it, but I think I'm gonna call it here for myself.
Okay.
All right.
Hope you guys have
Night
a
off.
fun one.
Yeah. We're not quite at 3 hours, so I'll keep pushing buttons for a little bit. But chat can, I'm sure, tell as I am yawning big and stuff. Also, sorry, Architect, I was focused on that cutscene. I didn't catch your joke until now. Steedy, what did I tell you about messing with Soul Edge? Yes, it is kind of that aesthetic. As a longtime Soul Calibur boy, since Soul Calibur 2, by the way, you are absolutely right.
I guess we at least know now what happens if Soul Edge has Dragoon form.
Well, technically, I mean, Soul Edge can just takes the form of the weapon the wielder is most proficient in. So. Because in what was it? Soul Calibur. So much anyway. Soul Calibur 3, you could like unlock Soul Edge like as like a weapon, and as well as.
Yes, I think it was 3 where everybody had a Soul Calibur and Soul Edge weapon.
Mm-hmm.
All of which had very similar, because all the different weapons had different traits in that game.
Yeah, like Soul Edge would do a lot of damage, but also take your life.
Yeah, Soul Edge was decrease your health over time. It was big output, and I believe Soul Calibur healed you over time. Healed you on hit and stuff like that, and had huge defense. I do kind of. I think it was. Was it 6 that was this downloadable on PSN? I think it was 6. I played a little. I kind of miss the character creator's fucking great, but I kind of miss the different weapon selections being so meaningful. They were fun.
Yeah.
But also, hey, where the hell's Soul Calibur 7, guys? Did you take a nap?
I think. I don't. Well, Bandai Namco is focusing on Tekken right now, so that's probably why.
That's fair. They're working on a different. Bandai Namco's got a lot of shit. It's interesting, but they are so huge that it's very weird how they don't focus on stuff. Like, obviously, I don't think there's plans to do any more brand new Katamari games, at least not for a long time, because they can re-release them. But like, I believe it's either early June. It's a little before Final Fantasy 16. They're doing We Heart Katamari reroll. You know, the Bandai Namco property that I'm interested in them revitalizing again is, hey guys, Ace Combat 8 maybe? It's been a lot of years since 7. I know you've released a lot of DLC. I have purchased most of it, but at some point a new game would be cool. The Ace Combat YouTube channel is still active, so like Project Aces exists. I also wouldn't mind some HD remasters of some of the older games. I've only played very few Ace Combats because that franchise has been around a while. It's like Armored Core.
Yeah, I think I remember playing one on the GameCube. I forgot which one that was.
Yeah, I don't remember when that would be. Not too late, because I think several of them were on like the PS2 era as well, which would be around then. But yeah, I really enjoyed Ace Combat 7, and it does not shock me at all they had a Top Gun Maverick DLC, because having seen Top Gun Maverick, that is literally just Ace Combat, a movie. So, you know, it's interesting, but I'm kind of surprised they have not come out with a new game or re-released an old game.
I know some people are still clamoring for a Xenosaga because they technically own the IP for it, right? I'm pretty sure it's Bandai Namco, right? I think Harada said something about like, oh, it's probably not going to happen. Pretty sure that happened like a couple years ago. I could be wrong though.
Apparently in the DLC there's credits.
Oh. Okay. Well, sweet. It's good to know. I still need to beat 3. It's... I still technically need to be... I should probably be 1 first, to be honest. I skipped through it. I made a terrible decision of trying to 100% it on my first playthrough. So...
I'm pretty sure these are lower than the Tombstone Gear I've got already, but which one of these fucking adjectives is better for Dragoons?
They are lower, but I think for you it would be...
It would be maiming.
Striking? No, wait, no.
Maiming is for, maiming is, Dragoons and Reapers.
Yeah.
Striking is monks and samurai.
Well, take that one
tank.
and we'll test it.
Scouting is ninjas.
So I guess if you want to pick up a set for, well, actually, you can't pick magic sets.
No.
They're only physical.
I did pick up a sweet new weapon
all
for
the
Red
ways
Mage.
for it to end. Even before his transformation, I could feel the worm's hatred swirling about Estinian. The terrible, all-consuming rage. Enough to fuel a 1,000-year quest for vengeance. It was all I could do not to run away screaming. But Ishgardians, nay, all Eorzeans, are made of sterner stuff. They face danger and death on a daily basis, and understand what
we are
it
not a
takes
bunch
to
of
win a
nerds
war.
at Eorzea. We are constantly being attacked at all times. It kind of sucks here.
Think not too deeply on Master Matoya's words. Her intent was but to steal our resolve.
And once again, the cameraman positions the shot so that you can't miss Yshtola's thighs.
That, and to remind us to look beyond these passing conflicts to trials greater still, to the truth which hides at the heart of this world.
Okay, I'm glad this timed out so that it's going to be after the
So that's
3-ish
your round,
hours
is
to
it?
end the stream, because I am running out of juice fast, chat.
Yeah.
You disapprove?
Not
I
at
don't know if
all.
this sounds bad, but it's like, is
I believe it's
aside from like
traditional
the
for a
talking, or is it more
student
just
following
doing
the
this?
No, it's the illness is catching up with me. Like
you
my
are
my
supposed
chest
to
hurts a
say,
little. The talking
his
probably
body.
doesn't help with like the fact that like I feel almost like I'm settling into like chest cold type symptoms. And actually, I don't know if I sounded, but I am a little like nasally stuffed up too. But yeah, I'm running out of physical energy juice.
You do sound a little bit nasally, but like just general sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised. You can also hear me cough. That happened a couple times when I busted out laughing. Look, it's this guy. Hot Topic ass looking ass.
The blood's still not dry.
That's correct. That's okay. He can stare ominously. I have my own weird gloomy guy to stare ominously at him. Mine has an eye patch, kind of.
I'm kind of happy I didn't know till like I didn't know till someone like told me offhandedly that like Thancred literally has a doctorate in espionage.
It's kind of funny that we don't actually discuss like what the other members of the Scions do, but I feel like everybody has their role, and that is definitely Thancred's role, is like intelligence and skullduggery.
I think Oriange specified
For all our
something
sins,
at some
for all
point,
our scars.
but I don't know about.
He's our expert in
for
old
which we had
shit
long
that you
yearned
explicitly
was
call
at
him out.
last within our grasp.
I know it's not history, but I like he was research. And I think Yshtola was just like something to do with like Matoya studies.
But
I forget.
All blowing shit up.
It would be bought.
I think that she's good at like aetheric science, just knowing just how aether works.
Yeah.
So it's a
For
very
in those
spiritual, like,
twilight
whereas
hours,
Oriange's
did
more like a pure
Nidhogg
knowledge
cry
base.
out for vengeance.
I think it might be like
Oriange is our
They
expert.
raised
They
their
call him an
voices
expert on
for the
something.
final chorus of
Was
the
it on
Dragon
elegant
Song
stuff?
War.
It might have been. It was just definitely a lot of historical things. And I don't actually know if Ida has a specialty other than punching.
Oh yeah, she did have the marks. Yeah, I never thought about that. I didn't actually know. Again.
She
got her
studied
PhD
the
in
art of
fisting.
the fist.
I guess it would be martial artist.
Hey, speaking of those guys,
I know
Oh, this
Papalimo
one's
was
not-
like
this one's not
directly
voiced.
like Papalimo. I know was directly like the understudy of
Louis Sois.
Louis Sois. So like he was directly just literally just doing the same degree he did.
Yeah, and there's her. Charlie
She's
Marks.
2, which means she actually had a doctorate too, because you get one for each term, I think, because Ariana only has 1.
I find it funny they're trying to be in disguise, right? But Ida already wears a mask all the time, and also I can instantly tell it's her because she's wearing, hot pants.
Yeah.
Well, it's not for you.
I'd know that ass anywhere, chat.
I'm not even sure if she'd be annoyed by that or not.
Ida probably, from the Warrior of Light, probably not. She'd probably just be like, yeah, I do a lot of, squats and crunches.
Yeah, she wouldn't get it.
Yeah, she just wouldn't understand she's being hit on. It would just be like, yeah, I know, I try to keep my leg muscles in shape. Sometimes I have to kick people. Yo, trophy, gears have changed. Okay, perfect time to end. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in the stream. Thanks, everybody, obviously, for riding along in the VC, though several of them have skedaddled for the night as well. I am going to exit the game and go lay down. Thank you, as always. I'll see you back here next week for more of this. Good night, everybody.